No. You was
I say we can keep it up.
eventually mad.
Eventually, you was kind of mad, but I think what you did, you did a temperature check of the room, and you saw we really wanted it, but we was gonna get rid of it for you, and you kind of compromised with us. That was big of you to compromise. But
fuck a compromise, bro. If I ain't wanted it, I would have been like, I ain't want it.
Yeah, but you didn't. But you thought about it. Right. You was like, this is what's good for the podcast. So that's good. You was a big person, man.
It takes a big man
mature
to know when he being a crybaby.
But who is exactly right. You got real mad because the joke was on you like 4 intros in a row. That nigga was like, I'm sick of y'all ass.
It was on my mama for a few episodes. Everybody had it.
I tell you.
He says his turn.
Yeah. Just take your right turn. I mean, I think it was his last time we recorded in Atlanta one.
I don't know, man. That shit was so
I think it was just like every... I don't think
like about 2 years ago.
It's been a long ass time.
Fuck that. Let's get started, man. I want to talk.
Yeah.
You tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stock.
I'm Joe.
I'm Todd.
And I'm motherfucking Hootie, nigga.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. Except for last week. We did leave y'all last for a little bit.
Yes, we did.
What we realized is we don't want to leave no goddamn more.
Yeah, no.
It was long ass gone.
Hey, that was a long ass off period. We sorry we left y'all, but like we had told y'all, it was 35 weeks straight, and it was kind of time for us to, take a little break, regroup, come back, and here we are. And
and we trying to find some new shit, you know what I'm saying? So now we work on this video, trying to get this video out to the people. As
YouTube coming soon.
It's coming soon. We getting closer and closer, so y'all will get to see us.
Yeah, bear with us.
Y'all niggas need to see me, man. I'm telling you. I'm a fucking stud muffin, okay?
Muffin?
Do your shit.
Stud muffin.
My nigga called
Do your shit when you take a haircut. And do your shit every time you do a
What you mean? He just put a snap
I just
up.
did it.
Just now.
Oh, okay.
He rubbed his eyebrows?
Oh, he did the whole.
I ain't do the eyebrows.
He had the music in the background.
I ain't do the eyebrows.
That nigga sets the mood.
He set the eyes a little lower so he could look at the camera.
What he was playing?
I ain't do the eyebrows.
Johnny Gill or some shit?
No. He couldn't change the music because he know.
It was
he was listening to Lil Baby.
jamming that baby. Yeah.
It was no little cost.
But yeah, they need to see me, man. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga, you supposed to feel like that. To feel like that.
How did y'all spend y'all off week? Y'all off Saturday or the week? We could talk Saturday. What did y'all do last week when we were supposed to be recording?
Nigga, I slept like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I slept till about 1, 2, but got up and went to the gym.
You niggas slept all day.
Mm-hmm. It was a hell of a nap,
basketball. Same old shit.
I just did some house shit. For real.
Some house shit. You was mopping and shit.
Anybody try to confiscate y'all Saturday back?
Oh, yeah.
This week, nigga took out one Saturday. They thought they was finna get that shit back. No. No. I need all my friends back. Leave them niggas alone.
We're not finna start no tradition.
Right.
On Saturday.
Ooh, they off.
Don't get used to it. I'll be going next week. But we'll be home this Saturday, though.
I ain't know y'all was taking off. Yeah.
Ooh, she had all kind of plans for that nigga. They had that nigga in the attic doing goddamn chores and shit.
Trying to fix the tile up there. They did some other shit.
My niggas is back. Give them back to me. So, yeah, I went to Nashville with DJ. We had a great time. It was part 2 of the Bachelor Shindig. Yeah, man. Nashville is a slept-on place.
Love
Hell, man, we need to go.
I don't think it's too slept on. People been telling me that. I knew you was going to have a good time when you said no.
I ain't never been.
I don't have a lot of friends that went. Only one is Barron, but you can't really count Barron. Barron probably was up that bitch looking at cameras and shit.
Eating checkers.
But, right. Mike Jones. Shout out Mike Jones. That's his city.
He from there?
But yeah, he's from there. But we've gone to a Alabama State, Tennessee State football game.
Oh.
So it was lit.
What it looked like.
Oh.
What it looked like.
What it looked like.
Man. What the club was like.
It's the jet life.
Yes, indeed. It was a party to be had.
Enough said.
It was a party to be had.
What you gonna say to
Because they be listening.
But it looked like a dope ass city, like it's up and coming and shit.
Nothing.
That means it was fun to be had. That's what that
Nigga
means.
changed the whole roof. When you say, all that just means I had a good time with you.
Yeah.
You got to be careful, goddamn. You say we need to go there. They go like, well, you said on the podcast you need to go there, so let's go. Next weekend, goddamn.
All around.
Next weekend.
You can do family shit there. You can do your partner.
I want to go
shit there. Like they got sports. They got the Titans.
The Titans.
They football there. So it could always be a guy
Vanderbilt
tripping.
there, ain't it?
You know what I'm saying?
Vanderbilt there?
Yeah, Vanderbilt there.
Vanderbilt is there.
I saw that stadium. That shit was dope. I went to this little spot, little brunch spot. When you come out that bitch, you know what I'm talking about? The stadium right there.
Everything.
And the way they got it, like, it don't have no parking. It don't have a whole lot of parking.
Yeah.
So like you got to park on one side, and then you take this big pedestrian bridge. It's a big ass bridge that you just walk across and go to the stadium. The stadium like sit off to the side by itself.
The sights alone are dope. They're pretty. You know what I'm saying?
How you don't like brunch, man? You just
This nigga say he don't like breakfast food.
That nigga don't like brunch.
I'm not a big
chicken and
breakfast person.
waffles, man.
See, I don't necessarily have to have breakfast bright and early in the morning, but I love breakfast food. Like ain't shit live than
Eat
like
that shit at
on them
midnight.
Saturdays you wake up, like starting as a kid, you wake up and you come down like on Friday when that nigga when Craig thought his mama had, and that shit fucks you up, man.
Yeah.
But like, I love breakfast.
You woke up when you smelled breakfast. Remember how you was sleeping in the goddamn baby seat in the front seat? We came out with Waffle House. You arose.
Oh yeah, I arose.
But my mama used to set the mood with that breakfast though. She used to fuck you up because right after like you come downstairs, the music on, smell good, all the blinds open. After you got through, you already knew what time it was.
But my
Wash
grandma
them
ain't
dishes.
I need you to clean the bathroom.
Right.
I need you to scrub the concrete.
Clean it all.
I need you to go in the attic and move all the dust and the cobwebs and make sure you got. I'm like, God damn.
That's why you gotta stay busy, cuz.
What the fuck she get this list from?
Find a sport to play, they ain't gonna
Food.
do nothing.
Food.
Sometimes sports must end, goddamn.
Yeah.
Go to the next one,
Shit,
guys.
my mama found a
Go
way
to
to
the
get
next
your
one.
head.
Yes, sir.
And my mama was the mama that got me and my friends. If you came to my
you came-
house,
oh, yeah.
you was getting
You
got.
got it, yeah.
She had us back that bitch like lumberjacks when we chopping down trees and shit.
Man.
Is he chopping down a tree?
Straight up.
But I remember my grandma used to be crazy on that. Like, no matter, like, I used to stay, like, when I used to go home sometimes during college, no matter what time I came in, she waking up 8:30, 9 o'clock with bacon. Get up, time to eat breakfast. I'm asleep.
That happens on my
No, it's time to get up.
She gonna find you something to do, goddamn.
Oh, yeah. After that, she used to have, I remember one time, fool, because she just be wanting you to do shit. She got mad because I paid the little neighborhood kid to cut the grass. She's like, I told you to cut the grass. Like,
That's why I'm sure when I go home from Mardi Gras, Mama gonna make me take about 800,000 beads to the float the night I get there. And wake me up in the morning to take her to the float.
Man, your mama had boxes and boxes of that
got
shit.
shit all
I
in
feel
the
like
attic,
she got me when that time I came. I think I moved the boxer too.
she ride every year?
Every year, fool.
Man, she had a shit. She got a shed full of that shit. And they had me
She
moving.
got a
shit.
shed full of leftover shit from 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Is she still buying?
But they just throw bees, right?
throw everything. Goddamn. I got a big ass penguin in my car right now that I use as a pillow. She threw to me off a float. That's my pillow on nap time at work.
You got that?
Yeah. But it had big. I want to say it's a picture on Facebook. I got big ass Tweety bird in my hand.
I remember that shit.
Big ass Tweety bird. Like
That was you
I
still
don't
fat-
like.
that was
But we
you fat
preach
hood
like
up.
y'all be saying like the moon pie shit, but we be preaching, man. Don't eat that food off the float.
Why?
Because niggas is eat. We eat. Niggas is evil. They'll put anything in the moon.
I mean, we you know, it's just like Halloween. You know, they tell you to check the packet.
the
But you know what I'm saying? You're right. That could happen. But
That could
most of the
happen,
stuff that we eat be like you see a niggas pop the box open and shit right out of Little Debbie boxes.
It's Lil Debbie,
But I mean, I get what you're saying.
Right.
Y'all nigga from New Orleans, y'all nigga ain't no telling
Y'all
what's
niggas
on that
different.
shit.
I did find a little Debbie, man. You got to find a little Debbie connect if you're on the float, because Courtney on the float.
You ain't gonna ride with her?
No, she doing something.
That's her first time, or
Yeah, it's gonna be her first time.
Oh, she gonna goddamn.
She gonna be out first block.
First-
All her shit she gonna be sitting there watching
tell you.
everybody.
Hang on, guys.
tell her
It's-
save it all till she
no
get
Hang on,
longer.
guys.
No
It's
longer.
It's the Preacher Parade.
Oh.
What that mean?
Oh,
Tell me what that mean.
Okay.
A box of Debbie cakes
Like
can
going down
last you-
University.
can last you
Sure.
the whole parade.
It just ain't a big route at all. That
You got to get on another one.
about a 15-minute route.
I thought she was gonna ride that Monday parade, boy.
Y'all going home now?
If
I
that's
never
the
did
case,
that Monday parade, but I did that Black
did that
Folks
Tuesday,
Tuesday.
right.
That shit.
I ain't never wanted.
Whatever.
And for
That-
those,
that
I mean,
shit
for
is
those
way
out
too
here, I don't want to neglect it. What we talking about parade season, man. We all from the Gulf Coast. Me, Todd, Can't Get Right, all from Mobile, Alabama, which is the home of the original Mardi Gras. Hootie from New Orleans, which is the home of the biggest Mardi Gras, you could
Better
say.
Mardi Gras.
I ain't gonna say that.
I
but,
will.
It's been, you know, it's a nice little rivalry for us. You know, we showed them the ropes and now they got it. So that's what we talking about, riding the parade floats, man, because it's Mardi Gras season is upon us.
And if you haven't been, you need to goddamn
Heck
go.
to both.
Yeah.
I don't care to either one. You need
Yeah,
to go to
yeah.
that atmosphere.
Both of them is
One of my
experience.
coworkers, she say she going down to her sister and all of them. And, you know, I was just giving them the game, little things to do. You know, I told them if y'all run into any issue, just tell them, hey, you would stop. I was like a lot of the
Get their ass beat, goddamn.
yeah, because she like the
a few
street nigga down,
times.
like they fuck with me. So you know what I'm saying. So like I told her, if you run into any issue, just say, hey, stock send me, and everything will be straight. Cause you know how it is in my city. You know what I mean?
You might get
I tell
wrong.
you what, if you want a good time, Sunday, the Omega House, in front of it, just stand there. Just stand there.
And
Hopefully you don't have to take a drug test the next day.
And if you
Just stand there.
if you're in New Orleans Saturday, now I'm talking parade in the daytime, in the morning, and then that night go to Endymion.
Yeah. Friday night we going. Y'all going home for a rock thing?
Oh, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In
I
there,
want to go,
like,
man, but it's gonna be hard. But I want to go.
I need it.
It's hard, man. I still got to go see moms.
I told you what. I
It's
gave
not
you a
that
nice
far.
blueprint.
Right.
Go that Friday night.
Right.
Wake up Saturday, hit the brunch, and run out. Or don't hit the brunch.
Or
Just
don't
get up
hit the
Saturday
brunch
Maybe
and
hit
run
the
out.
front. Moms be out the door at 6:30 Saturday morning.
Well,
She ride that
Friday
float that
night,
Saturday?
just dip.
Oh.
That's
Well, you ain't gonna get. I mean, just get up by 7 o'clock Saturday in the morning and shoot over.
That shit ain't gonna be long. I promise you, Hooter. That ride ain't.
If I go, man, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
want to come back till about Wednesday. That's the thing. That's the thing.
I don't never have to do Tuesday again. I want to do Monday.
I never
I'm
come
gonna
back
do
Monday.
Monday.
I could come back
Monday
Tuesday,
night.
though, but
Yeah.
I ain't gonna come back Monday. I'm gonna have fun Monday.
Tuesday's
I'll
more
come
for
back
tourists.
Right.
Yeah, I be out. Well, you know, sometimes it be. I
I
Tuesday
just
be
chilling,
live.
man.
Don't get me
jamming,
wrong.
but Monday,
Sunday,
Sunday, last
Monday.
day parade over, I might.
Woo.
I
Yeah.
hit the slab.
That
I'm
Monday,
back.
man. That
Monday is
Sunday
the
and
best
Monday.
day.
Them, man.
I just like walking around that shit.
That
You know what
shit
I'm saying?
be
I ain't even got to do nothing. Just walk
rolling.
around,
But yeah, we
eat bad shit.
Oh, question. What y'all did on snow day?
I went to the gym because I was looking
The
for
same
snow.
thing.
Only place I saw snow was on Snapchat.
ain't want no goddamn.
I ain't see no
At
snow.
3-4 in the morning, maybe. I don't know.
I don't
I ain't
even
seen
remember.
I
look
sat
at
there,
that.
ended up going to the gym, and that was hoop.
But I greatly appreciate it. So weatherman, bring me another one. I ain't
Yeah, then you had the nerve. Did y'all see how people was
man.
mad?
Fuck that.
Fuck are you mad
People
for?
just like to be mad about
Man,
anything.
that's what I'm
bro.
saying. Like, it's so crazy.
You got a free
It's a
day
trend,
off.
fool.
And the
It's a
thing,
trend.
and my thing is like, I remember 2014. You know what I mean? When they said that they didn't think we was gonna get it, and we got fucked up.
Right.
They were mad.
They
those
were
things-
mad then.
Yeah, man, and I had to sleep outside. Nigga, I remember. But like, my thing is, as a meteorologist, if I'm them, I wouldn't apologize. I saw some of them apologize. Man, I'm
no.
not apologizing to you.
The
Fuck.
radar said.
Man, James Spann be keeping 100 with their ass. Like, look, this is a guess.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's a good
y'all kill me
estimate.
for being wrong, and then when
Right.
I say, "Hey, watch out," y'all kill me for that. Like, this is a guess.
Hey, somebody said like people probably mad because they had to stay at home with their bad ass kids.
That's exactly what it be for real, bro.
And they be wanting to send
Just
them
don't
to the
wanna be
school to
home,
aggravate you and shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, man, fuck that. It's just a guesstimation, man. They do the best they can, and I appreciate it. Shit, I'd rather be at home and safe.
Any day. Give me another.
Yeah,
Give
you
me
know what I'm
another
saying? Even though I
fake
still
day.
had to work from fucking home, but man, we ain't gonna go. We ain't gonna go.
I was just mad.
That's
like,
another day. I
like,
slept till noon. Goddamn.
I already had took off, but I got that out of there and saved them hours. But I went to Atlanta that day and to see North Carolina play. When that bitch unlocked the door on Georgia Tech. Good nachos. Good nachos.
But
Nacho.
speaking of work and going back to work, man, while we was off on break, I know y'all all seen it, but the federal government was finally back open. Salute not to the government situation, but salute to those employees being able to get back to their bag,
Believe that.
being able to get back to their money, man. We've seen a lot of different stupid ass articles. I mean, when you look at it, it still was for nothing. Nothing was accomplished in it. And I mean, they still only got it on a 2 or 3 week. I think it's only a week and something left.
February 15th.
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? So hopefully they can come to some common sense agreements, man. I don't know if y'all been seeing it, but they keep saying open the border wall, right? Or build a border wall.
Right.
Because of for protections and things, right? But if anybody saw it, there was a huge bust on the port of entry trying to come through. It was one of the biggest busts of that fentanyl shit that they had. Now, all the Republicans was like, good job, the Border Patrol did their job, blah, blah, blah. This is why we need a wall. Why the fuck we need a wall if they
If
caught
they
them at
do
the spot?
The biggest one ever.
Because
We
that
called
ain't the
it, but we
first
need a wall.
time they tried that. Many has went
Them
through.
them motherfuckers
One
didn't-
just got caught.
They didn't catch him in a tunnel. They didn't catch him flying the bitch over. They caught them at the...
And they probably was the guinea pig, so 6 other them motherfuckers could get past.
Yeah, man.
They probably just looked up.
And speaking of border wall, I saw some shit. Like a lot of them independent people have raised money to start building the wall down in Texas. $20 million. They raised $20 million. to get started.
That's not enough.
It's not, but just for little individual regular motherfuckers that really want to go out and raise some money to build that goddamn wall that you're not going to get enough for. It's crazy.
That is an achievement.
So when they raise all that money,
and it was like,
and they don't have enough. So what the fuck are they gonna do with the money?
That's what I don't know.
I seen what you was talking about, and a Democrat tweeted out, "Good job, you 1% of the way there."
So you go.
Now they see how
much money you
how big it is.
$5 billion, and you only got $20 million. $20 million is a lot of money, but that ain't shit when you talking about $5 billion. But I did want to say, just looking at it, the government shutdown itself cost the U.S. economy $11 billion. That was just 5 weeks.
Got nothing to count.
5 weeks and $11 billion left out of our economy. That is just fucking crazy. That's shit, man. That's money right there.
That's money, right?
That's all the money he bragged he was making through the economy.
Yeah, man. So
everything he made, he lost in 5 weeks.
Yeah, I just wanted to. I didn't want to stay on the politic part right there long, but I just wanted to salute to those workers who,
We got a few friends who suffer from that. Now they're getting their paychecks. That's what's up. Getting people.
Believe that.
All right, man. But y'all want to talk about Club Truth?
No.
Truth
wasn't the truth. Come on. Cooks fucked us up on that.
Bamboozled. Hoodwinked.
Then we went out so goddamn late. It was just like couldn't even regroup.
All right.
Yeah.
No. But however, that did not take away from the time that we had. We had a great time. We just didn't bash on that night.
I would have rather stayed at the house. We had a better time there.
Y'all nigga truck.
I thought it was gonna be a bash since we were going out there. Like we were going out there late.
Yeah, I was really excited about it. I can't lie. I was ready when we got there.
Yeah. Nigga got unready real quick. Charles, that bitch in the coma sleep.
That nigga damn sure took a nap. Both of them niggas took a nap together.
In the club.
And that was better than being awake.
I guess so, in there.
Talk to the same 8 niggas that was at the house.
Just louder.
Right.
Just in a
music.
With some louder music.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't
louder
know.
music, louder voice.
Some Atlanta
We got to stand on the couches. That's all we got.
We did get to stay on the couches. And buy overpriced liquor that we got at home.
They just let them do what they want. They don't.
It was an expensive couch stand.
Damn. Them 7 niggas over there stand on. Just let them do it. It ain't number 9 niggas in here.
My mama just wiped that. Nah,
they ain't have enough security to stop. I don't think they had any security. Just come and shoot off.
He came over about 18 times.
Nah, he did come a lot. Like, man, go sit your ass down, bro. If we leave, y'all fucked. Shit.
All the money you made all
let us do what we want to do in this motherfucker. Come on, man.
Shit, we done rented this bitch out.
Yeah, we done paid the light bill for the money, man.
Shit, man.
You welcome. You can stay open till next week, motherfucker.
What my boy name was? Well,
I ain't gonna say
no name, but yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Got him.
But you know what?
Got him.
That's his name.
Yeah.
Got him.
Finessed him and got a drink.
Damn, bro.
All in all, man. All good, man. Shout out to Club Truth, man. It's not the Club Truth from Ghost and them Club. You know what I'm saying? I guess they told the truth. We found out the truth. Hope y'all got y'all FaceTimes off. Y'all shit off?
Oh, man.
Keep it off. Keep it off.
I don't know what the fuck was going on with that rule. Somebody was like, well, if y'all saw, FaceTime, Apple phone went a little rogue this week where you could kind of still barge in on somebody even off FaceTime. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that, but
press about 16 buttons, but you can get in there, bitch.
Yeah,
man, you gotta push something. Who the fuck?
I ain't even look long enough to find.
I like that. They were talking about call him and let him try.
I just cut it off.
Pushing all them damn buttons.
Yeah, I didn't know it was all them buttons, but it was a teenager playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
That.
So did you ever figure out what all they had to do? Cause
man, after they got to do this and do that, I'm like, nah,
I ain't doing that shit.
I just cut it off till.
How many niggas?
But I mean, how insecure you gotta be to goddamn even want to do that?
And then I don't have nothing to hide anyway.
I don't know if that's insecure. That shit just kind of built in some kind of people's DNA.
Let me just find that.
That's that mechanism right over here.
They can do.
Okay, you find out, then what?
I want to hit a good too.
I mean, is it over? I mean.
No, they can just fuss, goddamn. That's all they want to do anyway.
Fuck around with y'all laughing so much.
Why are you laughing in the background when I FaceTime? Shut your ass up. Little fuss, man.
Happy man.
No, they want to fuss about some shit. Shut y'all ass up.
Anything.
I'ma say it.
Anything.
We wasn't talking about none of our people.
No, not
we were talking about other people.
Talking about the internet, man.
Twitter, love and hip hop.
Twitter, man.
Yeah, the shit we saw on the internet.
Yeah, they be Twitter. They be in outrage.
Not none of y'all.
Love y'all.
Damn, we gonna get in trouble.
Y'all know Ted Bundy's story? Like the full story?
I've been meaning to watch it, but
I saw that. Go ahead, my bad.
no, that's all I was going to
It's a hell of a story. I recommend it.
I seen the movie. He got a movie.
I want to say I did see the movie.
Yeah, that thing was crazy as fuck. That
About to come out with another one.
Yeah, he had a movie, and my man used to make his old lady play like he was like play dead while he crushed and shit. Cause like he got off on that shit. Right?
I think I seen that
that part though.
Yeah, man, that man crazy. Go
But
watch.
it
I know,
was
like
something
the
like he was
girls,
popular,
the girls
though,
he
right?
killed,
Yeah.
he killed, he had sex with after
Right.
he cut some of their heads off.
Yeah, man, that man was sick, man. Like he was, but like you know what I'm saying. He used his charm. You know
That's
what
why
I'm
they got
saying?
Zac Efron playing him in the next movie.
Yeah, to get him, he used his
So they was
charm.
mad,
and
like,
shit.
how you gonna use a handsome guy to
And that man
play
went
him?
in a
'Cause that nigga
sorority
handsome,
house
man.
in Florida, man, and went AWOL.
Killed 3.
Man,
Killed
crazy.
3 and tried to kill 5, but 2 of them lived or something.
Yeah, they got away. Yeah, some shit.
Watch it
Damn.
though. Watch it. Yeah.
Shit.
Ted
Yeah,
Bundy
yeah,
on
I'ma
Netflix.
watch it.
On Netflix.
That shit crazy.
Dope, man. I
Yeah,
guess not
Y'all
dope.
got to check out that Killer Mike thing on Netflix.
I did.
I haven't checked it out, but I've been seeing out his interviews. I
I'm
watch
gonna-
all his interviews, so I get the gist of it. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out
I
tomorrow.
listened to him on the podcast.
But I
I'm
fuss with Killer
definitely-
Mike. I don't 1,000% agree with everything he says, but I fuss with Killer Mike.
It starts off slow a little bit. I didn't finish it, but you know, just be patient with it.
I'm gonna definitely go back on
Right.
watch the Netflix stuff. But I've been liking Killer Mike for years, man. Like
Yeah.
he always got something important to say.
Right.
Like Can't Get Right said, you may not agree with everything, but I agree with some of his principles and his philosophies. He's kind of embedded himself in politics, kind of big. You know what I mean? And he's real big in community activism. So
Right.
I definitely want to check it out.
Man, any brother with that much of a voice and putting his money behind it, like, you gotta respect.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
If you haven't seen that
doubt.
Breakfast Club interview too,
need
man,
to
make
check
sure
that
you
out.
watch it. Him and
Right.
Envy got into a nice conversation. A lot of people wanted to pick winners and losers and stuff, but I just felt like it was two people in positions of power and leadership kind of voicing their opinions on what they thought. And I thought it was a healthy conversation, a healthy debate to be had. I kind of aligned a little bit with what I understood what Killer Mike was saying. I understood what Envy was saying too, but
I ain't hear what he was saying. What he was saying?
they was just talking about the argument was basically, and I think this is pretty much an our topic of the week. So shit, I don't know. Here we are, but it was just like, what do you think about private or public schools? And that's what the debate was. You know, Killer Mike was kind of leaning more towards public schools. You know what I'm saying? And saying that you can get everything that you need out of a public school. He was saying that I went to a public school. All I needed was that, some motivation, and an encyclopedia, and I got a scholarship to Morehouse. And Envy was like, well, I'm going to private because of all the stuff that they expose you to, the business courses that you can go to, and it's good for his son. He got his son starting a business. And Killer Mike was like, shit, nigga, your son ain't doing that because of no school. He doing it because of what he see from you. He see his dad that got business.
Right.
He wants to be a business. And so that's where the debate kind of came in at. Which made me want to talk to y'all. I mean, we all got kids and we got younger sisters and things like that. Like, private or public, what's the debate?
Hearing that makes me have a little different view than what I had earlier, but I still stand where I stand. So I do think it was like private school, but in the inner city. So that way they can still experience both sides. You get this public school, this private school, but then you're walking right out here to this neighborhood, to this hood. So you still see all of this power, but you know it exists.
And that's what, if you watch, it's a dope interview. It's probably one of my favorite Breakfast Clubs. But he's saying there's nothing wrong with sending your kid to a private school, but just don't send your kid to a private school saying private is just better automatically out the top.
Right.
Because Angela Yee shared her story about about her private school. She had a horrible experience. She felt like an outcast. They was racist. She was the only person of color there for real. So, you know what I'm saying? And she felt it. She begged her parents to make her leave, let them leave.
So I'll say private, but diverse. You know what I'm saying? Be diverse in what you do.
I mean, I thought you could pick the right private, like you said.
But I have nothing against the right public either, though.
Going back to the interview, I don't think it was a loss. It was just a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
Nobody won or lost in that because both had good, viewpoints. Killer Mike, the one thing I said, he was like, I started school. This got 8 kids. One of them want to start a business. All the rest of them is
He started a school?
yeah.
What kind of school is it?
Yeah, with some other people. I think it's like 12, 13 people. Real small school. But like all of them are going to college. That's dope.
Is that considered a private school or a public school?
It's private.
What, charter?
It could be a
Yeah,
charter.
it's
Whatever
a charter
that is,
kind
I don't know.
of thing like that.
Yeah.
I like charter schools, but I kind of lean to the envy side a little bit more. If I can afford it, money's not an issue. I'm gonna send my child to a private school, but I do want them to be well-rounded, and that could come from different areas. That could come from going over your cousin, a grandma house, I went to NYSP in the hood. I ain't stay there.
What's NYSP?
Oh, that's a summer camp in Mobile for.
I'm gonna send you to the hood or something.
But no,
Well, my grandmama stayed in the hood. So,
You know what I'm saying? He was in the hood.
like, I remember staying in the hood. So I'm just, you know what I'm saying, a move away from it.
But here's the thing, guys. It's really not. How can I put this shit? It's not right or wrong. Like you can't put that much of a burden on someone else when we're dealing with your child. You see what I'm saying? Like Warren. Let's take Warren for instance.
Mhm.
Warren, he goes to Calera.
Mhm.
You send Warren to Winona. It's a statewide thing. Everybody has to learn the same exact thing. We had this discussion before, but however, it's to me, it's all resources.
Yeah.
It's all resources.
And
You can't tell
It's
me.
different.
it's a little different because I'll tell you, like Warren went to Oak Mountain,
Right,
and then once he left Oak Mountain, he went to Calera.
right.
And you know what he told me when he was in the 10th grade at Calera?
What'd you say?
We learned this in the 8th grade at Oak Mountain, and they are both in Shelby County.
Okay, so what is that saying?
I'm not learning anymore. It's like
The education is the same.
Yeah, like,
That's
in
what they're
Oak
saying.
Mountain,
It's the same school
Right. It's the
system,
same
but it's a
school
different
system.
school. So
One's
he's
ahead
saying
of
like
the
that
other.
school was a little farther ahead.
like Oak Mountain's way ahead of Calera as far as the curriculum goes. Even though
Okay.
it's the same curriculum, you're teaching it at different times, so it's going to be much more advanced at Oak Mountain.
Now, again, I just stated this. It's supposed to be across the board, across the
Supposed to
state
be
of Alabama.
resource.
Everything,
But it's not.
even kill. It's not.
Well, not because I don't say
But why?
that Calera's high school lacks resources. I don't think.
Property
So
tax.
I don't know.
Huh?
Property tax, resources, like you said.
Okay. So,
And then the kind of school.
so you blame the school and the area the school is in based off of that? Is that the
I'm not
school's
blaming the school, but that's
It's
just
a
what
fact,
it is.
you know?
That's just a fact.
Nobody's fault. It's just that way. Sorry.
But that
Because-
property tax thing that you said,
But
was
I don't know what that
different
is. I don't know what
for,
that is.
Like a city school and a county school versus a city that's its own. System.
Explain.
But see,
what you
this is
mean,
what
why
I'm
you
saying.
even say property tax. Explain what that means.
But,
when you say property.
because, like, for instance, if you look at schools, in particular up here in this area, and a lot of schools in the state took the model from up here and kind of ran with it. But like Hoover has its own school system. Vestavia has its own school system. And the reason that they did that is because if I have my own school system, schools get a lot of funding off of your property tax. Well, if you living in houses that's 300, 400, 500, 600,
money.
700,000, $1 million house, you're getting property tax off of that. And if I'm my own school system, I don't share it. Whereas if you a city school,
share with
all that money goes into the pool and the city allots it out through budgeting.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot different. Like if you know, the property tax over there, if a house they say is only worth $30,000 or $45,000, the property tax is much different than it is on $1 million house.
So you say that's different. Explain to me why do you think, I don't know if you know it now, why is, because I don't think, yes, the houses over there by Oak Mountain cost a lot more than Calera, but I don't think Calera lacks for resources either. So I want to know why is there a difference in education?
The only thing from my personal viewpoint or vantage point, I think maybe sometimes it boils down to maybe environment perhaps, or like parents pushing.
I think parents have a lot
pushing
to
it.
do with it.
Principals, administration. You know what I'm saying? Like it is a standard across the board. Like Todd said, it is supposed to be set. All public schools, this is what you get. This is the grade level, the benchmarks, and all that.
All right.
But different teachers or different administrations may push them to readiness a little quicker. I don't know. That's the part I don't know about that part. That's tough.
And that's exactly what I was gonna say. I'm glad you segued.
That's
into
kind of
that.
a resource.
Because what the bad thing about being in a certain school versus say like a Winona versus a Mountain Brook or something like that, the teachers get all of the blame. They get all of the blame.
They should.
I don't think they should.
we do. I don't think we give a
Because-
we don't.
Right,
But he's saying like,
society.
okay,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying? I'm
okay.
not- a lot of people just say, because I'm gonna tell you something. There are good teachers in Birmingham
Yeah.
City.
Very good
That's
teachers.
great teachers.
I'm just gonna put it out there. And I don't think that just because they teach over the mountain that they're better than any
Hell
of
no.
those teachers over there.
At all.
But you got
It might be
all
better.
of the resources over there, but none here.
And that's why I'm about to say they might be actually better
They
because they have
probably
less.
are better because
Right.
they're working with so much less. Like we all, I mean, we all know teachers.
Well, how does
in
that make them
Birmingham
better
City.
if they're working with less and they're getting the same results?
No,
Look
We're
at
on your
No,
side.
no, no,
We're
no.
saying the
Come
teachers
on.
in the inner city.
The
I'm
inner
not
city
saying
teachers.
you all. I'm not saying y'all. I'm just saying,
The public
in
is
general.
dumb. That's what we're here for. That's clearly what we're here for.
I don't know. I just
To let you dumb fucks know that y'all are wrong.
Yeah, I don't want y'all to marginalize any school system just and feel like any other system is better. The state of Alabama has a standard. It's across the whole state. Every child should be learning this along the same lines. That's how it should be.
But Todd,
Well, maybe we need to find out why they don't.
Every 3 months, AL.com brings out these statistics
They do.
about who's going to college, who's passing this, and who's failing and stuff like that. And it's a disparity, and you see it.
So if because of that
Now-
disparity, do they have to teach on a different level because of that disparity? Like over here, I could teach you more because you're learning more and you're getting more. Over here, you're not. So I kind of got to.
Like I said, I think it's a lot to. I think it goes to parenting a lot.
Good point.
Like if you teach your child, hey, you need to sit down and learn, the teacher has a better, easier job than somebody that maybe not cares as
So
much.
are you saying he's saying they blame the teacher? You saying they should go?
I think it
You know,
goes to parenting.
yeah, it starts the very first. Man, I cannot blame anybody if Taylor not getting it, and I'm not trying to teach it to her at home. How can I blame that teacher?
Right.
Right.
Or even looking for reinforcements.
Right.
Like I tell Jordan all the time, like, if you're not getting something, you have to tell me.
Right.
Because if I don't know that you're not getting it, then I can't help you. But if I know that you're not getting something, I can help get you reinforcements. We can
Exactly.
find tutoring, we can find different things. I can call a teacher. I can
Right.
sit down with the teacher. Where is she struggling at? What do you think I need to reinforce with her at home to help? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people, they don't care about it.
And man, listen.
And that's
Everybody
and I
can-
want to be clear. To me, that's public or private.
Right.
I don't shit. I know some dummies went to private school.
I know a lot of dummies.
I know some killers who in jail locked up went to private
school, right.
I know some niggas who ain't amount to shit went to private school. Just like I know the same thing for public schools. So I think a lot of that shit it's like what we say with everything, man. It's not
subjective.
it's not
It's not just one thing.
yeah, but it's not what you get. It's how you use it.
Right.
Like shit. You can get $1 million tomorrow, and
know
you
it
may
tomorrow.
squander it away on gambling, drugs, and women.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But you get this other nigga $1 million, and he flipped that bitch into $10 million.
Right.
So like, I get sick of the debate between private and public, and I will say that for a long time I was a private advocate, but I will say that I also saw like just being transparent when Jordan was at Oak Mountain, there was times where like I could tell that she felt uncomfortable, like stuff like. Jordan to get her hair braided. Add a little bit of weave in there to make her hair long. And then, Jordan, oh my God, how did your hair just get long overnight? And they touching it, playing it and shit. She didn't like that shit.
Yeah.
Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Right.
Now I get those little kids didn't know. You know what I mean? They really didn't know
Right.
what the fuck had happened. But I just say sometimes you put them in those environments and they can feel less comfortable, less confident because they're not with people that understand where they coming from.
Like Killer Mike said, because we started this on, I think, The Brilliant Idiots. But he was like, the more you talk, no, it was on Joe Rogan. I finally gave him a shot.
What it sound like?
I don't know if I go back, but it was just,
Killer Mike was on there?
it was just, yeah, it was an
He was
okay
on Joe
interview.
Rogan?
Yeah, I'm gonna go listen.
But he was like, the
That'll be
more
my
you talk to somebody that's maybe out of your financial class, your sexual orientation, your race, your gender, the more you learn.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
what I was
I
gonna
agree.
say. Like,
That's simple. I mean,
Murphy,
that's
the school that me and Todd, went to, it was really 50-50. So
Yep.
you learned a lot.
and I always
Because you knew how to, like, you learn how, like, people are different. And when you talk to people, even though they look totally different,
Right.
you realize y'all really similar.
We
maybe-
had
maybe-
all races and nationalities.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
It was
had-
really like 50,
it was like a
50.
college.
It was like
Really.
45, 10, like,
And that's what I was gonna, and maybe that's why I'm an advocate of private within the inner city. Because I always say I never really learned anything until I got to college. Like my entire high school career, or it was a career because I went to play football.
Let me ask you.
Mhm.
Is that a Hootie issue or is that the school issue?
That's a school issue.
Nah, that's school issue.
I really went to school with no book bag, no paper, and nobody told me I had to do so. If I didn't.
Like your mama didn't tell you to take your stuff to school.
Well, my mom did. She would tell me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're a kid, man, you're going to still leave it. My mom's going to work at 6 o'clock. I'm not going to school at 6 o'clock yet. So she could tell me, but if I'm out of the house before, you know what I'm saying, moms can see me out of the house, I'm going to take what I want
But
to
you
take.
get what I'm saying. You see where I'm going with it, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
get that as well.
She
But,
can't be at your house saying, boy, get your goddamn
but
book
listen,
bag.
I also say this.
You know what I'm saying?
The school never told my mom that either. The school never told your son doesn't come to school with no paper, no pen. He doesn't do any work. They never told
At school,
my
you
mom
was
that.
telling me all the goddamn don't show up for. Why you get whooping? I used to get whoopings all the time, man. Fucking around.
I get
my
that.
whole bill.
I get that, but
They
that's what I'm
will
saying.
call your house if you ain't there when they come.
But I was at school and they
they
ain't counted
call- why
right.
the
And
fuck
they
you
called
go
my
to school?
mama. And my mama called me and had my little Nokia, little brick phone. Where you at? My mom in second period.
Right.
My mom will probably tell you the last time she got a call from me was probably third grade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
the third
crazy.
grade. But getting to UAB, I did learn to be diverse. Learn to talk to. Like, I had one white boy in my high school and he was black. So it does teach you, like, being around more people.
Yeah.
Being
around
diverse.
gay people,
Right.
white
And-
people.
and-
Chinese
and
people. You learn, you know.
I'm with you.
learn.
Like the more I get old, like I remember, like, you know what I'm saying, high school, college. It was, oh, I'm cool. I'm too cool. I'm
Right.
cool. I ain't talking to anyone. But now that I'm older, man, I love talking.
I love
to new people.
I like
and
to
talking
talk
to new
to
people.
somebody that
When I say
looks
new-
totally different.
When I say new people, I mean new people that give me new experiences.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying. I just like that shit because you do learn more and you get to have a different conversation. I know what I know what people like me
Right.
who align with me and my homeboys and friends gonna talk about. Sometimes it is cool to kind of jump outside the box and hear
It
a
is.
different perspective on something, man.
I agree.
Especially at the standpoint we in now. You know what I'm saying? You want different shit. And to get different shit, you probably need to talk to people from different,
Exactly.
different perspectives.
And that's why I'm a questioning ass nigga. I'm gonna ask you a question. Even though I know what I think and know the answer to that, I still want to see how you feel about it.
Yeah,
So
I got you.
just ask random question. You know?
But yeah, man, I just feel like, man, we got to stop this debate about private, public. Private is not
That's cool for
necessarily
you.
better. Not saying that public is better, but at the end of the day, it just boils down to the resources. Because I know some people from some of the most failing schools in Mobile turned out to be some of the smartest people that I've encountered.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And sometimes it's just a kid.
In school, man,
Sorry.
I'm all for. I mean, school need a totally revolutionize the
revamp
way
that
they.
shit.
I see that Florida and that
I think it's
Florida
going that
getting
way
rid of
too.
Common Core.
Yeah.
About time because that shit
That's-
is not common at all. I don't know what the fuck where the fuck they got that shit from. But I will say that, like, you know what I'm saying? It is time to, like, I would have loved to go in a life and decision making class. You know what I'm saying? High school.
Right.
Where you teach a nigga how to write a check or
Teach me
something.
about credit.
I learned in one of my classes how to write checks.
We had, math and
but I'm
society.
just saying, like,
Home
when
economics.
you have, like, bill writing and
Right.
you know, practical shit, like, you know how home ec's supposed to be practical
Right.
stuff, like, I mean, we need to incorporate stuff back in there. You know what I mean? Budgeting, financial goal classes, shit like that,
Right.
man.
a
We
lot of
need
shit about money
life
that
I'm
we
with
skills
you.
didn't
classes.
learn.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
A money class,
I'm with
simply
you.
money. Learn money. Learn how to use money. Learn how to make money. Learn how to
Yeah.
spend and save money. You never tell you to save anything in school.
Fuck no.
No.
Save what?
No. We learned about what happened in 1892.
The only thing you learn
Right.
how to do is add money.
The whole time.
And then that
bitch
shit,
being lied
and
to.
when you think about that time when you think, like, now that you older and you can kind of read and learn stuff, and you look at the shit that you be celebrating from 1892, and you be like, hold on, wait, y'all didn't tell all the story.
Right.
There's a whole nother side.
Whole
of
nother
that shit.
story. Yeah. So yeah.
Crook. But hey, you know.
Right. It's
They
Black
tell what they
History
wanna
Month,
tell.
so we finna be on this
Yeah,
soapbox.
yeah,
all-
we
Shouts
about to
out to
be-
Black History Month.
You
yeah.
bitch you.
Nigga month. It's our month. We about to be some niggas.
All month.
Month. We gonna say month.
Month.
M-O-N-F, motherfucker. Month.
Hey guys, what y'all think about old Jesse Smollett or whatever his name is? Smollett.
You better not be lying. I know that much.
Yeah.
I want some
Yeah,
more details, but we'll see.
I want some more details from what I see, and maybe it's not looking the best, but he came out, I think, today and said that he never said that the guys was wearing a MAGA hat. They just scream MAGA and things
Mega
like
country
that.
or something.
Yeah, MAGA country, but it doesn't seem to be adding up right. It seemed like there's no real video evidence. I don't want to be bashing. It seemed like there's no real video evidence of it, and that he was seen wearing the rope, or they call it a light rope. And then the picture said, the picture that I saw of him right after, He had a small cut and some scratches. Terrible situation, no matter what. Hopefully, he's telling the truth. That's all I want to say.
Hopefully so. Hopefully for him, because and also for the people who jump out there for him, like this is like a lot of these celebrities and people get out there and they go to bat for you. Like this is a terrible situation. This should never happen. Trump needs to denounce him and things like that. You got all of these people speaking up for you, but we just want to know what happened. And hopefully he's telling the truth.
Say he's 100% lying. It still doesn't take away from the fact that this does happen.
It does.
So
yeah. Like
even if he is lying,
stuff like that,
like the Native American
stuff
guy.
like that makes it take away from it.
Right.
Like that
the
guy wearing the hat, the little teenage guy jumping all in the face of the Native American guy. So it's not like the shit is not doable. Like it's not like it's not happening. So I'm not saying that this particular incident didn't happen, because if it did, fucked up either way. You know what I'm saying? I hope, like you say, I hope he ain't lying, but
now we got these jokes for your ass, boy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a fucked up story from what we've heard, but I'm gonna wait for more details before I say anything.
Of course.
Like I said last year, and I'm gonna keep that same energy this year. Things change
day
daily.
to day.
Right.
And they have, and that.
Hour to hour.
And everything ain't out. You know, I wish him a speedy recovery in his situation.
Right.
And if somebody did do something, let's bring justice to it. Let's bring light to it. But I want to wait to see, more details in the story. Which I did want to bring up that when we talk about stories and not believing like some of the stuff we can see or something, and not saying this case, but just in general, we talk about all these news stories that we see all the time. Remember when I was texting y'all in the group and I was talking about those, I think they call them deep fake videos.
When they change the words.
Yeah, and it's like literally right now as I'm talking on this podcast, they can turn around and even with video, they can turn around and implant words to match my lips as they're moving to say shit that I didn't say. You know what I'm saying? And
I think they did that to me about the Waffle House women.
That's what we're going to go with. They got my boy.
Right,
That's how we know about it.
It was Russia, man. It was Russia.
He's the first case.
But I say that to say that, man, we coming across some scary ass times, man. Like, I think whoever the powers that be, and I say this all the time, whoever these powers that be, they're creating a hell of a thing, man, to keep us confused and discombobulated. We don't know who's what's what. And if we can't even question what we're seeing live with our own eyes anymore, I think they're winning. And, you know what I'm saying? Whoever these powers are that's disrupting shit, it's just winning. And I don't know what to tell people to do from now. Shit.
I get like reamed at the crib for not being in touch with what's going on.
You get
around
what?
me.
Yeah, who?
Yeah, reamed.
Reamed. Like
That's a teacher term.
I get
Fuck is that? That nigga learned that
killed
shit
at the crib.
That shit on his
So,
index
but-
cards at the house.
I get ringed, dude.
Ringed.
Fuck kind of shit. I'm gonna pull out the dictionary.
Read the definition
Yeah,
on the back of that
a
card.
loose leaf.
You say ring, dude.
When I get killed at the crib.
Okay.
I get killed.
Yeah, you so
our term.
I get killed at the crib for not being a news watcher.
Reamed.
I'm gonna tell you, I don't watch the news. I pay attention to the weather. Tell you why I don't watch the news. I don't like for my thoughts, and I said this today to somebody else. I was like, I don't like for nobody to control my thoughts and what goes into what I'm seeing in my thought process. I don't want to be controlled that way.
And
I can't allow the news to do that because one, the news is just putting the story out there to be the first to break the news to you. Mm-hmm. That's my theory of it. You can have yours. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it is, period. Because they later on come back and tell you, hey, okay, we was wrong here. This is what really happened. I don't want to hear that shit. So if you ain't got the right story, don't break it. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm reverting back to that. Like, I was a person, like, I ain't never watched news. Like, all the way through my college career until I was a young adult, maybe age close to 30. And then I started watching. And then I learned that the news just seems like it just scares people and have people in an uproar. And I've looked at both. I looked at Fox News, then I would look at CNBC, then I would look at CNN. And I just see that they're all telling their side of the story. They want you to see their view of it. I'm just
right. And not only that, it's depressing,
Goddamn
bro.
well he went watching CNBC.
It's depressing as hell, bro.
But
I just watched all the shit. You know what I'm saying?
I've always been a news fan. Shout out Mel Showers, Mobile, Channel 5.
News.
Meteorologist, I can get with him.
He's not a meteorologist.
He what?
No.
Okay, well.
He's a reporter. He's one of the first black
reporter. Okay.
He got happy he knew the wrong person.
Hey, I thought it was weather. I thought it was weather.
But like you said, I do. I want to be well run. I see what Fox News is talking about. I'm an MSNBC. I like Rachel Maddows. CNN, you can call that bias or whatever. But I like NBC nightly news. Like I watch that every day at work the next day. Like they little 30-minute, because they talk about so much different stuff.
I love all news. I love that. I love watching them Vice news specials.
I think I got addicted to Vice on YouTube.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I just, the reason that I like it is I love just knowing the information that's out there. And then based upon that, I've never been one to, just because you tell me something, I'm going to form my opinion. Now, you can tell me something, but in that, I'm going to find my own opinion of what I think.
I'm glad you say that, because I like news, but I don't like watching the news also.
Yeah.
So I'll read it and, gather it. So I'm glad you said it like that. But I don't want to.
You're more of a like headline. Like, what gets you?
No, I like 2-3 hours a day, I'll sit down and I'll read Yahoo. And it's going to have every story from, different things. And also, I'll look at CNN. I'll look at this, but I get alerts all day.
News is just different.
And the only thing I don't understand, and this is not to knock anybody, Todd, I hope you don't feel slighted by this or none of that shit, but like...
Ooh, that nigga finna come at you, Todd.
For people who don't watch the news, like, how the fuck do you know what's going on? Like, some of this shit affects you on a daily basis. Like, you don't want to know...
You gotta
like,
get your
even
news
if you
from
don't
somewhere.
care about it, you don't want to know, like, how... Like, damn, why the fuck you go pull your check stub. Why the fuck my check stub? Like, why my shit just went up so much?
And that's why I read it, for the simple fact that when you're listening to a person, you kind of take their perception on what they're saying. But if I read it myself and then I'm listening to my own voice in my head and taking it in that manner, rather than the way someone else wants me to take it. It's the same news, just I'm not listening.
But you know what? Like, Todd says he does like the news, but our group chat is the news.
That's why the nigga only pop up every 3 hours.
What? No, he go back and listen.
Nigga pop up when we talk about Jay Harden.
That nigga go back and put the thumbs up 5 hours ago. That nigga pop up there. We ain't even up there no more.
Emphasize. I hate when I say emphasize from Todd.
Nigga pop up for ESPN News.
That ain't me, bro. I don't never emphasize your shit. I either laugh.
No, you don't emphasize my shit.
You don't lie your shit.
I don't emphasize
Why you talking about get them stock shit?
I don't never emphasize nobody's shit. That be DJ, man.
DJ down show be exclamation point in your shit.
Hey, when Stockadamus say something good, you might as well put an emphasis on it, And so shouts out to DJ for that. Y'all can't knock my butt for that.
That nigga, you his friend because he took you to Nashville.
This week.
My man made you go find some new research on him today and shit. Ooh, that short people are more angry than taller people out there. They found some new research, people out there. We got an article today, new research. Short people are angry fucks. Stop being angry, little people.
Man,
Oh, man.
But you know what? I never knew how short DJ was till y'all started talking about it. Like,
I always knew that nigga was a little bit pocket size, goddamn.
But that nigga said pocket size.
Little DJ. My nigga.
He a fun size.
Damn, bro.
I don't know. That's a girl term.
he said fun size.
Yeah, that's a girl term.
No, the snicker.
No, I don't care.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't call a man fun size.
And I'm not gonna compare DJ to a snicker. Then he want me to compare him to a snicker.
Say he fun size.
He's a snicker.
Yeah, that was
But nah, don't ever call a nigga fun size, man. That shit that's weird. But I want to give a shout out to the city of Baltimore. You see Baltimore a lot for headlines, but the city of Baltimore basically decided that they were no longer criminalizing or prosecuting marijuana possession, regardless of quantity.
Let's move.
And our criminal history. So if you're in the city of Baltimore, man, you get caught with the weed, man, hey, you just got weed. We've been saying this long overdue. We keep saying city by city by city, state by state, kind of adapt legislation to decriminalize marijuana. And frankly, it's probably about time that, we do that. So give a shout out to the city of Baltimore, man, on that. I just want to throw them in there.
With that being said, free Avon Barksdale. Hey, he's still in jail.
right. Barksdale gone. Marlo. Whatever happened?
Marlo got away.
They never said what happened to Marlo.
Marlo just fled off into thin air.
But he wasn't there fucking with weed. So we need to move.
But that
Take
shit
over the tower.
That shit need to move everywhere, man. It's weed, man. Leave weed the fuck alone, man. You just chill and want to eat shit, man. Leave the weed smokers alone.
Control everything, man.
They also said that they was going to basically vacate over 1,000 convictions.
That's what's
in the circuit court and nearly 4,000 in the district court.
Is that enough?
Ooh.
I don't know if it's enough.
It's
but
a-
shit,
I will
hey,
appreciate it, but is it enough
like,
also?
again,
It's a step in the right
it's probably
direction.
any nigga that's back there behind some shit that you just legalized is probably too much. But the fact that they're getting rid of 4,000 convictions, 5,000 different convictions for those people who are getting those vacated, some may be able to get to walk out of jail. Some can get that scratched off their record altogether. Hey, that's a big
Yeah,
success
that's a
story.
big, yeah. Big up Baltimore.
Come on, Birmingham.
That's
No,
never
we gonna be.
happening.
Well,
Why not?
one of the
Birmingham
biggest
is a
cities,
city
though.
ran
It's a
by-
it's a big city though, so
Yeah,
you know
it's a-
Alabama's last,
Yeah,
but Birmingham
Birmingham
is
is
pretty
blue.
big, though.
But yeah, Alabama is
Birmingham,
yeah,
Jefferson
yeah.
County is blue. Yeah, it can happen here.
It should happen here.
Yeah,
I'm all
it can
for it,
happen here.
goddamn.
It might not happen outside of this motherfucker, but it can
Hell no.
definitely happen
I'm gonna
in
be
the
fucked
city of
up in Shelby
Birmingham.
County.
Shit.
Yeah. Shelby County. I'm
But I know somebody who got pulled over one time, man, by Shelby County. You know what I'm saying? They was real nervous. They had some weed and they wrote him a ticket.
Yeah, they told him. And one time, they told him, just give it to me and you good.
Yeah, he probably went home and smoked
probably-
it.
Got
some weed.
Then it's
Got
good.
some weed,
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah, some weed. I ain't turning that shit in. I don't blame him.
Here you go. You can have
Too
this
much
shit. Let me go.
paperwork.
Man, because I was just gonna say that. Like,
much paperwork.
Yeah,
like
there you go.
a
I
cop
rolled
that-
it for you. Want me to roll it for you?
Yeah, a cop that's not on that trip and stuff, they don't do that paperwork. That's still a job to them.
Right.
They
Them
not
niggas
they're
that think
learning.
they heroes because of that, and you know.
But they're
what I'm saying?
seeing it, man. They see that it's weed, man. It ain't harming
Yeah.
too many people, and it's becoming more legal and more places.
Everything else straight,
So it's
you
crazy.
good, yeah.
And
Most of
I'm
them
a
probably
cop
good
in
shit.
America, so it's okay in California to smoke a little joint, but not in Alabama. Come on.
Now,
That's what's crazy.
that's what's weird. Like, why is it legal here
And
and not there? Yeah, that's. I mean, there and
I get states' rights and states' laws, but some shit is just like crazy.
but everybody eventually gonna come. We probably 5 years away from it coming to
That's
Alabama.
5 years too late, man. Everybody gonna be them legalize some old shit by the time we do it.
Now I will say too, and I think I said this before, I don't know, but y'all know that like I don't know how far behind we would be because Alabama and Mississippi, believe it or not, have been growing medical marijuana for years. They
Is it-
at the
Like
little
because
farm,
of the
If
temperature?
it having
Yeah.
yeah,
CBD
in the
and all
climate.
that.
So they've been doing it. So the state may see why shit. This is a good place for us to add extra revenue, but I don't know. We in a weird state. They still won't even let gambling go
So
through.
is it legal
But they'll
here?
go to fuck.
Is it legal here
That's
for
crazy.
like medical? Is it legal?
No, not
But
to
they-
consume,
That's what's crazy. Like,
but to grow.
That's
Yeah,
what's
I believe in Alabama and Mississippi, it is to grow, but they got to get shipped straight out, to the places where it's legal.
Boy, voted down that lottery, 2-3 times? Oh,
Man, they've been voting down that lottery for years. They was
I don't get that.
Crazy.
they say why? They say it's gonna bring more crime or something.
no, they said
What's the
it's
reason?
for religious reasons.
Religious. We still in a big Bible belt. So a lot of them say that, it's religious purposes.
Hey,
Let me tell you something.
those inner schools without those resources,
They can have them.
the lottery would bring them resources.
Our
Right.
roads. You ever notice how, like, when you cross into Georgia, nigga, it happened in Tennessee. You
Right.
cross over to Georgia, you
That
cross
shit
into
all
Tennessee,
new.
the roads are just
Yes.
instantly
Different.
paved and look
Right.
nice and shit.
Florida,
Yeah.
I trip every year.
Yeah.
Once you cross over to Florida, them roads is nice.
Yeah,
And we
be
still
nice.
paying for them motherfuckers right now. I got a
Right.
ticket 2 days ago.
Tighten up, Alabama. I remember I told y'all before that Mississippi had that sign that said, thank you to
Thank you,
Alabama
Alabama,
people for,
right.
for the $200 million, basically. You spent
lottery.
$200 million
Yeah, lottery.
in their casinos. You know how much $200 million can do for these school districts that we talk about? Do for these roads and teachers that we talking about? Shit, the ALDOT shit wouldn't be closed for a whole year probably if we had them
Right.
kind of
18
resources.
months. Like, come on, bro.
Shit.
Y'all niggas crazy.
I'm not gonna care nothing about it, but yeah.
Hey, some weird shit. Some weird but not weird shit. What y'all think about these robots? And I say that because I read on Forbes. It's a new robot named Sophia. The very first robot to get
trouble.
she got citizenship in Saudi Arabia. She can express emotion. She can express feelings. She can express all of that. And they built her based off of
God damn.
a model. Actress.
model.
Aubrey Hepburn. Is she an actress? She's something, but slender
Yeah.
white woman.
What's Sophia look like?
Sophie, is she cute? I ain't gonna lie.
weird.
What?
They called a robot
Hey,
cute.
God,
I mean, I'm not saying that she ain't, I'm just saying that shit kind of crazy.
That's crazy as fuck.
Like Amber Rose.
Hey, listen.
Y'all think Sophia first?
Somebody to
Hell yeah, she fussing. She got emotions.
That's part of the citizenship package.
Shit, they build it.
If in the unleashed Sophia
we can
ass
just
over here.
click that part off, God. Did you?
Citizenship package.
Emotions
Sophia
off.
finna off everything over here, man.
God. Nah, but
Unleashed
man, to
Sophia.
your question, and we weren't talking about nobody in particular, about the emotion. We just having fun. But
Sophia bot.
to the robots, man, I don't know. I've been telling y'all for the longest, man, from watching Vice, this AI shit, man, the artificial intelligence, it's getting crazy because if you create something that's smart, that you created, what's your like some of these robots that they was testing in some of these facilities had the ability, they always learn. Like how little kids or how we learn. But, after so much, we kind of even slow up on learning. Like, it's not as quick.
Right.
These things are always processing new information. So, like, example, if you go to try to cut it off because it's doing something, it's going to learn your behavior when you about to get ready to go do it. So now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Every time I do X, Y, and Z, it cuts me off.
Yeah, like it's gonna get to the point where them things gonna get too smart for our own good, man. And that might end up being our demise. And speaking of the shit that we were talking about with China and Russia, they are really, really big right now on artificial intelligence and these robots, because that's the next frontier.
Right.
So
That's gonna be the
And
warriors.
then Will Smith old, so he ain't gonna be able to save us.
Nigga said can't serve.
hey, but and it's crazy because a lot of the leading people are the Chinese and all of them people.
But this guy here was he was a guy, he's an American, he worked in Hollywood as some type of engineer that built those new Disney movie shit.
Yeah.
So
he went
at
over
least we
there
do
and
have some
paid
smart
billions of
motherfuckers, but
dollars
hopefully he's not
to create
building
war
something that's too
machines to
smart.
beat the United
And I
States.
just look at like crazy shit like what we said with that artificial intelligence and robots. We talked before about how the Chinese government have cameras and stuff where they can detect who you are. But the Chinese government just released a new thing. It's called a social credit system that they're testing. They're already testing it in certain cities in China. But the social credit system can know everything about you upon seeing you. So your credit score, because they don't have like a credit score over there. So this is now their new form of credit score. But it instantly can tell them about, it's like a merit system. So like if you're a cheater or an adulterer, you lose points. If you steal, you lose points. If you ever been convicted of a crime, you lose points. So now the system is going to start being able to judge what kind of person you are just off the look. And they're going to make decisions on you based off that.
So can the public see this or this just some government shit?
It's government shit. Like it's like an eye in the sky, big brother kind of shit. Like all of their at one point, all of them billions of citizens that they got, they hope to roll that shit out, and they testing in like 2 of the major cities.
So eventually, the regular motherfuckers gonna get access to it too.
Yeah, well, no, it'll be probably just for Chinese. They don't play that shit.
I can still finesse somebody to get them to come to Club Truth though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Nobody want to come to a club.
I'm gonna finesse them.
Even the robots.
I'm gonna finesse them though.
They gonna know better than that shit.
Yeah,
They gonna be smart. They gonna be smart enough to know, goddamn, I'll dumbass in that bitch.
Look at those dummies.
Finessed into truth.
Hey, yeah. But I just thought that the shit was crazy, man. Like I said, it just tie into we don't know what the fuck coming down the pipe. So.
And if they have that, I'm sure we have some shit over here that we just don't know
God,
about.
yeah.
I know they got some shit.
I remember when Russia hacked America, and they was asking Obama, about it and what he was gonna do and all that shit. And Obama basically, like, he said it so cool and smooth. He was like, man, if you think that Russia got something that we don't have, you better think again. If we light years ahead of that, basically what he's saying is, I know we get, like, just think about it. It wasn't until a couple years ago that they learned about the little NSA shit. So shit, man, ain't no telling what we got.
And the NSA been around since when?
Right, it has been around. Y'all
Shit,
just found out about it. Ain't no
70s,
telling what these niggas got. They probably sitting in here with us and we don't even know it.
Listening to calls since the 40s. Goddamn.
Them nigga programmed me to say shit I ain't mean to say. So, along with the CTE, I'm gonna start goddamn saying little shit.
Shouts out to my boy, not shots out, but was it the guy who was in jail for something and he's blaming it on CTE? What's his name?
Oh man, not
Brandon Brown.
Not shot. That's why I say not shots out.
No,
but
man, that man killed somebody, man.
no, it was attempted. He ain't killed nobody. He ain't killed nobody. It wasn't. He crazy. He is crazy. That's why I said no shots out. But
Oh wow!
he's giving
Blame
me a
that on
ring.
your CT.
See, that's the
That's the
CTE.
government
goddamn.
controlling him.
That's
No,
the CTE.
We gonna blame that on the
That's
government
the CTE.
controlling
You
him.
know what I'm saying? I just have a reason to blame shit on CTE. But if that's the case, I'm suing. I'm giving
I showed
money
that
for
shit
this
to the
CTE.
girl. I was like, see,
I forget a lot of shit, cuz. I promise you.
Dummy.
I got CTE.
That's the CTE.
I mean, I don't know. I think so, but I don't know. Shit. Who y'all got in the fight, goddamn? Steve Harvey or Monique?
What? Where does this come from?
Fuck are you
Monique
talking?
went on the Steve Harvey show, had a little interview. She told Steve asked her a question she didn't like. Monique told him I would stand up and slap you in your face. He told
he
her,
didn't.
if you do, your husband got to come out here and square up. Who y'all
Her
got?
husband a little guy, right?
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Shit, her husband pulled scrap. Y'all seen how he got
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
That wasn't Cat Williams. That was
That was
the other girl.
That was the lady from the radio
host lady.
station.
Oh, show was. I thought that was Monique. Oh,
Wait,
okay, yeah.
hold on. This was on his show or something?
On his show, on Steve Harvey's show. Wednesday. It would happen Wednesday.
And they aired that
So
shit.
Monique was
They
on
didn't air
there.
it. They didn't air it, you know.
Oh.
You know,
Oh,
they ain't gonna
okay.
air that. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
about
But
to
you know,
say.
word gets out.
Yeah.
You know that.
First of all, Steve Harvey wrong for that shit, and I hate him for a lot
What
of
he
shit.
did? What he did?
Man, you don't say you gonna slap a woman. I don't
No, he didn't say that. You
said
didn't
he gonna
listen.
slap-
I said, if you slap me, your husband has to come out here and square up.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
Steve Harvey
Yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah.
you're not listening. That nigga
I
crazy.
wasn't listening.
When did he ever try to take the moral side?
Yeah.
That's just not right.
You gotta be a
Steve
good,
Harvey. But we
outstanding
take
guy.
1 week off, nigga, come back with a whole different vibe, don't it?
Where'd that come from?
New joke.
Hey,
I hear you, new Joe.
what did he say? You don't know? Steve, I
That
mean,
was the end of it. They broke it up. You know they ain't gonna let that keep going.
No, I'm saying,
What did he
what
ask
Oh, he was
for
asking her
Yeah, what did he
questions
ask?
because Monique had called Whoopi Goldberg like a tool or like a coon. Or, you know what I'm saying? Just like you up there working for the man, you're a puppet. You know what I'm saying? And he took offense to that, basically standing up for Whoopi.
Yeah, because he kind of in that same frame.
And she was trying to get up there and push like her new TV show or something. But he want to talk about that. he
Man,
wanted to
fuck
talk about
Monique.
this.
Like, nigga, you ain't that funny.
Y'all go to Joe.
There you go. There go the old Joe.
Motherfucking Joe.
I mean, that's why Netflix gave you 250,000. Like, nigga, ain't nobody watch it. Ain't nobody running to watch the Monique Netflix show. Fuck you. You ain't that funny.
Get off.
my nigga, y'all done changed
There
my
you
nigga
go.
back.
No, man, chill out.
That nigga face
That nigga
scrunched up
sweating
in there.
and
So
shit.
he got,
But nah, man.
he got hot for real.
Like,
didn't he?
I just don't like how she be trying to treat people that's really out here getting their bag. Like, get your money how you get your money.
I like how you
Like-
changed directions too. You went from being mad at Steve Harvey to not being mad at Monique.
That nigga ping pong quick, didn't it?
Jump.
You gotta pivot.
I feel you, my nigga.
But no, cause like she has done that to a lot of successful people. So don't get mad at people because you not where you want to be in life. And that's what it all boils down.
I can see that.
Well, boils.
Ball.
It balls down. That shit. Let it ball down. Yeah.
That would have bobbed down. God damn.
And wonder
ball.
why Siri don't know what you
country
said.
flavor.
That's exactly why Siri don't know what the hell you said.
Darren tried to tell you that. You wouldn't listen to him.
Amazon,
No.
Alexa would have understood you.
So, topic.
I wonder if they have a, like
Change that, B.
a language. They could change the language to country to can't get right. Goddamn, ball down.
Hell no.
Yeah.
But they don't understand that. We got to wait till the aliens come back for that shit.
I'm sorry, can't get right. What's your topic, my nigga?
These people that's always against Apple products. I don't understand it. Like these,
Yes.
maybe the Android people mostly. Like, oh, look what mine can do.
Mhm.
Like, nigga, your shit can't message better. It can't take better pictures. It can't take better videos. Like, what the fuck are you talking
To
about?
play devil's advocate, do Apple people do the same thing?
No.
I think so.
I think,
I think so.
I'm not going to say that they don't do the same thing, but I think Apple people just brag. And they just be chilling in their own world about their product. They don't never bother you
compare,
until you
yeah.
start bothering them about their product. Then it be in defense.
I do kind
We
of be
never
like,
know when the next Samsung Galaxy
I
comes
do
out.
say
That's not a big event.
I do say your bubble's not supposed to be green though. That shit
No,
crazy.
but like
don't
I
want a
remember
green
when
bubble.
Sam them got the phone and what your shit ain't waterproof. That's why I don't fuck with Apple. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to drop it in the water. The fuck I'm finna go swimming with my shit.
I'm rarely around pool.
Shit.
That's cool.
Your shit don't get wet. They throwing it in the water to prove it. Like, okay.
Okay, I'll keep my phone right
You
here.
use shit in the water anyway. Like,
Okay.
You act like you could throw that bitch in there and make a phone call and you could hear it.
hey, I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have never touched this motherfucker if BlackBerry wouldn't went away.
Why that black?
Boy, it took me a
It didn't,
minute.
it didn't go away. Don't
Rim
think-
went out. Rim As a company,
No, it did not. It
still left.
did, but
But
what
we
made it
went
go
away.
away?
People
Because
went away.
everybody dipped the shit.
I damn sure had the touch
Them
screen. That
bitches
shit
didn't
was
go
trash.
away.
Man,
They just
I
got
had the little
tired.
touch pad.
That's what it was. I wanted the touchscreen, and Apple perfected the touchscreen, and what is it? BlackBerry touchscreen was
BlackBerry.
trash.
I had the BlackBerry Bowl.
It
Was
just-
my last
it just-
one. I didn't want to let it go.
Man,
I had the
that
bowl.
BlackBerry
That was my
bowl
last
was so
one.
Let it
cold.
go, boy.
I kind of missed after that FaceTime shit. I was thinking about it,
Right.
but BlackBerry was extra live. I give BlackBerry all this
So,
credit,
I
but
had the one that rolled on the side. I had about
yeah,
6
so
Blackberries.
I love BlackBerry. Like when I
love that
first got that BlackBerry, boy, I thought I had owned the
Real.
corporation. goddamn. For real,
talk,
I would walk around
goddamn.
that bitch, nigga, thought I was the man.
Emails was coming in. Like you had the whole little full keyboard.
The full keyboard.
And then people like, oh, you got a BlackBerry?
Why?
Why, yes, I do.
You used to look so
What's your number?
important with that big motherfucker
Right.
sitting on your hip right here. That
What's your
slide
phone
that
number?
bitch.
Remember we had that bowl when
Yes,
it
sir,
first came,
that
when we
big
worked
bowl.
at AT&T with the leather on the back. That was the bowl.
That bitch, that was.
We thought we was so live.
Had the little touchpad. I had my last one had the little
Yeah.
like little touchpad, and I had the
That's
little ball.
Blackberry Pearl, I think.
Yeah, and then no, that Pearl was that little stupid thing. The little thing.
ball. That bitch kept popping out.
I ain't never had that shit. I just had the little.
Yeah,
What was the first smartphone? The little block.
I thought you had it. It
That
was a
Evan
Palm
had that
Pilot.
Palm
Oh,
Pilot,
Palm
goddamn.
Pilot.
Palm
Yeah.
Pilot.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a phone.
That bitch came with that little stylus.
Yeah, the
and shit.
style, yeah.
big boy style.
Who
Drove
did
that
you
bitch.
knew he had goddamn meetings to go to? That
That
nigga,
nigga had a whole VCR on his hip.
That was important.
That nigga walk around with that bitch act like a mother, look big ass phone.
that
on your
nigga
hip.
tapping on his phone. Like, nigga, what?
It ain't 2019.
And then he
though.
had that little leather case. That bitch was all scrunched up like it had been balled up and unballed up.
Somebody still wear that bitch on their hip in the basketball game right now to this day.
That's true, but hey,
But I ain't had my phone on my hip in so long. Remember that? That
That
was
shit,
trash.
big
Why
leather
the fuck
case.
did we put our phones
Big
on our
leather
hip?
case. That bitch is there.
Hey, let's talk
And you gotta-
about that
and you gotta
shit,
pick
though.
your shirt up and-
Nigga used to walk around with his phone on his hip. That's
Hold that
trash,
bitch over the
dog.
side.
like I never had that clip because I never understood it. I just never understood that clip.
Not with that Blackberry.
That shit was so. That
I
shit
used
was
to
so
walk
cool
around
when you
with
flip
bitch.
that. You flap that.
Looking
bitch.
important for, especially when you dress up with that
Gotta
big.
flap that
bitch
bitch.
sitting on you.
Hey, now that was when it was sweet.
Yeah,
hey,
boy.
look, you
And it
had to
helped
get
the
dressed
sag.
up, tuck your shit in,
Yeah,
put the little phone on your
yeah.
hip. But that shit was big.
That bitch helped you sag though. It helped you. It put the sag.
It was
in the
pulling
right
your
spot.
pants
I
down.
know your shit helped you sag. That nigga had a big MacBook on the side of his shit.
Big sag.
I can't ask phone.
That nigga had one of them little rotary house phones
That
on
bitch
his
had
hip,
SD like
goddamn.
big
That
boy
nigga
SD
phone was so
card.
heavy.
That bitch had
He
super
had a
side memory
desktop
card.
on his way.
He had a whole desk with the print on that bitch.
Whole laptop.
That bitch damn sure whipped
Your
the neck
phone
to
was
the print.
heavier than.
I had a print button on that
That nigga had a
bitch.
print up fax
Oh,
machine.
God,
That nigga was a walking office. goddamn.
Nigga had a fax machine on this goddamn side.
God damn, who? I forgot all about that shit.
Big Palm Pilot. And the sidekick when you flip that.
And you had the
You
sidekick.
had to get the flip on with that bitch. goddamn.
That nigga used to flip that bitch so hard.
You hear that bitch. But nothing was like the walkie-talkie. The next hell, that was some new age
Chirp,
shit.
chirp.
Yeah.
Chirp in the middle. Nigga in class getting chirps and shit.
No, you had to turn that auto.
You ain't learn
Yeah.
until it happened to you.
Yeah, ain't nobody just busted in.
Some niggas.
That was the first FaceTime shit. You know, yeah. Somebody just burst in. What you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Nigga, I'm in civics.
Nigga be
I'm in
nigga be in
civics,
class.
nigga.
Hey, where you at? Loud as fuck.
Public
Everybody in
administration class. goddamn. Get out of here.
17.
17.
But look, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. It since came back out again, but we learned that a lot of the Clemson football players, man, a lot of them niggas didn't go eat that little fast ass McDonald's and
Shout
the
out to
nasty
y'all.
ass cold ass fries.
one
And
fast.
a lot of people didn't know this, but out of like the 60-something black players that was on the team, only 15 of them went to the White House, and most of them were younger. Like I think out of that 15, I think all 15 of them was freshmen, maybe. Which means, you know, they probably felt that they had to go. You know, they wasn't in a position to turn it down. They felt like it might be some backlash to
Right.
it. So,
And a lot of times at that age, they don't. You're not really. I wasn't into politics at 18 and 19.
So you don't know how
Yeah, you don't
trash
know I'm
Trump
not
is.
supposed to go. Or
Yeah.
whether
But-
I should or
but-
shit. I just want to go to DC.
but from what an unknown Clemson player said, it was the reason that most of them didn't go. It was
Good.
tied into, if I don't go, my coach gonna be mad at me. I'll never see the field. It was one of them kind of things. It was why they went.
You
Right.
think
You know what I'm saying? And it was clear. They was like, you know, they're not mad at none of their players that went. We still a family. Don't come divide our family. We together. We just got a difference of opinions. I'm not going. So I thought that was kind of cool and unique to see that, like, you know, because the way it seemed, you just thought all of them went. They was all probably forced to go. The coaching staff.
Until you go back and look at the pictures and you don't see nothing.
Yeah, you think about it, you didn't see a lot of the players. And to the coaching staff credit, you know what I mean, they have to go. I'm pretty sure it's an obligation. You know, they need to go, but they didn't force any of their players to go. They left it. They didn't have a meeting about it. They just basically said that if you want to go, let's go, and if you don't, no problem. But they didn't force anybody to go to the White House. So I thought that was pretty dope when I found that out.
I wonder, was there any? I'm pretty sure it was, but I wonder how many of their white players.
It was some. It was a few.
Yeah,
They said some of them didn't
because
go
I think
either.
that speaks statements. Kids at a young age all get together and not go to probably the biggest place in the U.S.
Man.
that you can go. Like that's a big statement.
The White House. The White House is somewhere to go.
The White House.
Yeah.
You know?
I think at this point, it's becoming universal to like not fuck with Trump. Like it started off like, okay, black people's like, this shit is crazy. He's a clear racist. White people's like, no, give him a chance. But all of his adventures have failed. So any white person with sense would see that, or any person, Mexican, black, whatever your orientation is, would see that he's just trash now. That he's just not he's the worst president ever. I think he's number one for that. So I think everybody's kind of moving. Like, if you vote for Trump in 2020, it's a hard argument to say that you're just not racist.
Do y'all think he wins? I say that to say it's maybe been one, maybe two one-term presidents ever.
The first Bush didn't, and I think Carter didn't.
So like two of them. So
It's very rare. I don't know, fool.
It's so tough to tell right now. With
you never thought he was gonna get the first one.
Yeah, but even now, it's even way tougher to tell. Like, I felt back then you could kind of see how he could win. You know what I mean? Like, if you kind of paid attention, once he got the nomination, the Republican, you can kind of see his avenue to win. Now, I don't know, man. It's just so confusing because, like, you think that everybody off the bandwagon and stuff, but then you know he still got a lot of support. You know what I mean? I see it all the time. I see some of my old teammates. You know what I mean? Like I see them all the time in defense of him. You know what I mean? And it just, I just, it's so crazy how we fundamentally see things so different. Like all us across the board are seeing it like, man, hey, it's time to go, man. Move on. You know what I'm saying? But some of those people, they'll sit here and argue us different. I don't know what it is that they see. How are we able to look at something and see things totally different? It's just so weird to me. But
I'm sorry, but it had got to a point where I didn't try to understand it, man. It's like, if you feel like this guy's doing a good job, I can't be your friend. I can't really hang with you. I can't even
interact with you.
I don't want to look at nothing you have to say because, like, you don't understand basic right and wrong. It's
so
basic
different.
right and wrong.
I remember even when Bush was in office. We didn't agree with a lot of the shit that he was doing, but nobody they still looked at him like that's the president.
That's the president.
That's our president. Like nobody was like, yeah, I mean, you might have been like, get him out of, but you weren't mad at your friends who supported him, or you weren't mad at the people who supported him, or looked at his agenda. But now
he was like, maybe he should have did this different.
Yeah,
maybe he could have did that different.
But even when he was doing stuff, you could still be like, oh, that's I like how he said that. I like how okay. You know what I'm saying? He had moments where you rallied behind him.
He know how to talk.
Bush gave them tax checks out. And then
stimulus payments.
Yeah.
I mean, even just when it was time to do
political shit.
Yeah.
I just don't, like, if that's who you back as your champion, hey, let's not talk about it. We can remain cordial. I don't have an issue with you. You're not supposed to talk religion and politics in public anyway. That's what you were always.
I do want it to go back to that
shit
too.
Goes out the window at this point because of the division that this country is in right now. Like, I don't want to hear about your thoughts on the political like climate right now. I don't care. Like, you gonna have your thoughts, I'm gonna have mine. If we think differently, it's okay to disagree. That's what we fucked up at. Just like we were just talking about Killer Mike and Envy. It's no win or lose there. They both had valid points. You know what I'm saying? So why somebody trying to, you know what I'm saying, win? Don't nobody have to win. It could be Good point on your side, good point on mine. We just agree to disagree. And we can coexist all the same.
Okay.
Can
You're
you,
1,000%
Can you
true.
do that with racism though?
Hang on. So, you're 1,000%
I'm gonna answer your
true.
question when you finish.
But I was in Mexico maybe a year or 2 years. It was right after Trump had been elected. So me and Courtney was talking to some Canadians. You know, they come down to, shit, it's freezing up there. So
Right.
they was like, we just can't believe how y'all voted for someone. You know, me and Courtney being who we are. Yeah, it's crazy. We don't understand it neither. We're not yelling or anything. In the midst of that conversation, this fat white guy comes up and says, I voted for Trump. All right, we're having a separate conversation, but you wanted to let it be known because you felt so strong about it.
Right.
And then I told him, I was like, well, you might not be racist, but you're okay with racism. And he got mad. I mean, I said it because shit.
He only got mad because it was the truth.
Right.
He was like, how do you do that? I was like, well, he's clearly a racist and you're okay with voting for him. So you might not necessarily be racist, but you're okay with letting racism go. So that's how I feel like at this point, any Trump supporter is. You might not hate black people, but you are brown people or gay people, but you're okay with your leader hating them. Because he clearly has showed that he hates all of them.
I'll go with
And
you just not right in the head.
And I just saw that they letting the and I know this probably might be Supreme Court passed a little ban on the transgenders where they can't
Military.
basically serve in the military. My thing is, man, if anybody, I don't give a fuck, if they're of age and of physical health and they want to serve the country, like in the military, like that's crazy. Like you want to get these people out there because they transgender. These people are trying to fight for what you call American values and more the upstanding citizens and uphold the rights of America around the world. And these people are willing to lay down their life for this country. Like, why would you turn them down? Like that?
Because that ain't his view of America.
That's
He has his own little personal view of
White.
white America.
That's just, I don't know.
America.
I don't know about that
Heterosexual.
part. I just-
White heterosexual. But just like you said, with that, like I would like to see the numbers of like how many transgenders are really trying to get in the military. But like, who gives a fuck? If
I
they
saw-
want to go, because I don't want to go.
I saw a couple of them stand out and step out and say something.
But
I
I'm
mean, it
I'm
was
saying the
Navy SEAL.
percentage
It was-
of it.
One of the guys who was
We'll probably beat his
who was in the Osama bin Laden raid
Right.
is transgender. Leave me alone. He didn't. He wouldn't come out for a long time. He didn't come out till after, but he was good enough then. Like shit, we talking about a Navy SEAL, man. Them one of the most skilled
gotta be
fucking
right
killers
here,
on the
yeah.
planet.
Yeah.
Leave him
Tell Trump
alone.
little fat ass to fight a Navy SEAL.
Hey, he avoided that. Yeah, ask him. He ain't gonna go on that shit. Right.
I don't know. I think that shit
His
crazy,
shins
but I don't want to stay there too long. I want to give a and I meant to do this earlier when we were talking about Killer Mike, but when we was looking at the Killer Mike interview and he was talking about one thing that it stuck out. He was talking about how he bought 3/4 of a block in Atlanta. That he's buying a lot of the homes and apartments and stuff. We saw that Marshawn Lynch. I don't know if y'all saw this, but he's buying up real estate in Oakland to combat gentrification. So he's going to his neighborhood and he's trying to buy up a lot of different apartment complexes and houses and stuff so he can keep it for those people in that neighborhood. And I thought that was pretty dope.
I saw Currency doing the same shit.
Man, I
Yeah,
saw him.
that's dope, man.
What interview was Marshawn Lynch just on?
Bill
that I
Maher.
saw him
Bill Maher. That's
Bill
why
Maher,
that's
Bill
the
Maher,
news
Bill
I
Maher.
watch.
Yeah,
Bill
yeah,
Maher.
yeah.
And I think that's dope because like Killer Mike said on his interview, and again, y'all need to watch Breakfast Club, but he was saying how he was about to buy a $120,000 car. And Tip called him, T.I. called him about, buying some property and some real estate. His wife basically encouraged him like, well, you better fuck that car. You better get this real estate.
car.
And they ended up turning into like a $600,000 investment. And they're not even finished with it. They just got it up to standard. So I say that to say like, and one of the things he said, we talking about Currency, we talking about Marshawn Lynch, we talking about Killer Mike, T.I., man, I can go buy a $200,000. Some of these rappers go buy $200,000 watches. Some of these entertainers go buy
So many houses in
$200,000
the
watches.
hood.
They got $1 million worth of jewelry on. You know how many houses and properties that could have been on your street
Right.
if you get them for.
Lock it in.
Me and Baron was just looking at a house one time in Mobile. It was like $48,000. Now imagine you got $1 million worth of jewelry on, and it's a house that only costs $48,000. You know how many houses of them you could have bought up? You could
Right.
buy whole streets and
Whole
sections.
street, right?
You know what I'm saying? I do think it's time that we get to that. I've always been curious, like when we go in our gas stations in our neighborhood, why can't one of us have that gas station?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't remember the last time I went to a black gas station.
You're not.
I don't either. I can't. I don't. I don't know,
But
but that's crazy.
that's crazy.
Even a corner store. I know one corner store, and that's in Mobile. What's my man?
I don't know last time I've been to a
Bartomaville.
corner store.
Roger something. It's right there on St. Stephen's.
Oh,
That
it ain't
to my rib. You ain't talking about rib bar there, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
it's
his name?
K&R.
K&R.
It ain't. I don't
It
think
ain't that
K&R
no more.
open. It ain't open.
It been
no more.
closed.
No, well, he sold it, but I don't know if it's still open. But that's the only even corner store.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And we just it's just crazy. Like I do look at stuff that we have the ability to pull resources together, even if it was just like us. I don't know. It just made me look at stuff a lot different. Like, you know what I mean? Like we can spend money on so much stuff, even if you just put $300 or $500 in some stock options or something like that, man. It is time out to start, like, you know, doing some different shit to get some different results. So shouts out to Marshawn Lynch. I want to bring that up because he's buying his block to combat gentrification to make sure those people have something to say. And he's not selling it no matter what price you come with.
And he is so Oakland.
Rick Ross
If
still
you
buying
ain't never
baby?
He's
seen
so
Marshawn
him.
Lynch,
Yeah.
he is so Oakland, my nigga. For
I
real.
saw that nigga like Bill Mayer though. He's like, you so tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Bill Maher is close to.
Yeah, he's invited to the barbecue.
Yeah, he's invited to the bar.
He come to the bar.
He smoke weed.
Yeah, and David Superhead.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
He dated Superhead.
yeah, he did Superhead.
Did he?
I did not know that.
Yeah, Mark said he wanted to see what the fuss was about. I don't blame you, my nigga.
And like he like rock with black shit. You know, that's kind of like his little thing or whatever.
I
But,
never knew that.
yeah,
Learn something new every day.
I mean,
You don't like the news.
yeah, that's kind
Bill Mayer. Yeah, Bill Mayer. That's a different kind of nigga.
and
I'm just
see,
fucking
it's
with you, man. I
true.
want to fight.
It's true.
You saw that nigga posture change? He was about to come at me one
Different
day.
kind of
I
news.
wasn't about to fight you, man. We all right, man. You on the whole different side of the table.
All right. Who y'all got? Tory Lanez of the field. This nigga
Man.
beef with everybody.
Man,
Let me give you a list. Let me give you a list. Let me give you a list. List. Don Q, D.I.D., the Boss Nigga, Royce the 5'9", Joyner Lucas, Drake, the entire Dreamville, Cash Doll, Dream Doll, Barbie Doll. Fuck, I don't know. This nigga done beef with everybody. Who y'all got?
Man,
All right.
trolling, man.
All right, I go down the list.
Don Q.
Don Q. He made some super dope shorts. The little shorts with the shit in the front.
Who made shorts? Don Q or?
Don Q.
I ain't know.
So yeah, he got some super dope basketball shorts.
Yeah, right.
That's more than Tory. Yeah, but he fucks with fashion real. So like the shorts that have the logo in the front.
Oh, man,
God.
Todd. Who, Don Q, he a rapper?
Sound like somebody's grandpa.
Dream Doll. Hey, he went at that nigga. And if any niggas,
All she said was he crushed.
but no, she said that he sucked toes through socks.
He crushed.
First of all, you're a sicko if you suck toes. I'm sorry if that's what y'all do.
I ain't never sucked toes either, so I feel you.
Cool.
But,
If that's what y'all
That shit
do,
weird.
they ain't got nothing to do with me. But you're a
if
sicko.
you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say you're a
But
Todd just laughing. Dang, I just did that shit last
right,
night.
I got a toenail in my back too.
On me, guys.
I don't
hang
like
on.
feet.
I don't want, and Courtney feet be cold as fuck. I don't like feet at all. Like, I used to make people, never mind. But, you're a sicko.
I used to
That's going to be that Thursday call.
Yeah.
He did.
get that out of there. I used to.
You're a sicko if you suck toes.
Let the people suck
It's
toes.
some different
man.
type of shit
Why
to
though? Let
suck
the
toes
people
through a sock.
Let the people suck toes. I don't think it's so bad. I just don't
give a
do
fuck
it.
what you do.
know?
Would you suck a vagina through a sock?
Yeah, maybe.
Panties?
Panties, yeah. Have you ever sucked a vagina through a panties?
You gotta kiss some panties.
Yeah.
What the fuck, nigga? You ain't never kissed no panties. I done kissed some panties, nigga. What's fuck wrong with you? You never kissed panties?
Hey, listen.
No, put them to the side.
I don't know what you was doing to kiss the panties.
No.
Listen.
About to
I don't-
move 'em.
Hey,
That's almost some sweaty back shit.
listen.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were doing to kiss the panties or whatever, but I don't give a fuck what you niggas do in the comfort of your confine, man.
Shit,
Do your
man.
thing. Hey, you want to suck toes? You want to do all that shit? Hey, that's on you, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Let the man suck them toes, man.
Y'all niggas do. You
I
niggas
just
probably
think
all
it's
do
weird.
some creepy, crazy shit,
Yeah,
nigga.
goddamn.
When niggas ain't looking.
Right.
You probably keep one sock on.
Nigga be Todd look like he role play.
Mm-hmm.
You been a naughty person today.
Uncle Elroy looking there. He done got that Uncle Elroy mask on.
My boy probably got a cape at home and everything. Nigga just busting the door like a suit. Naughty girl.
Oh yeah, I be Uncle Elroy. Damn, should be Uncle Elroy.
That nigga had a
You know what,
whole
though? You know what Uncle Elroy was gonna be
Yeah.
like.
Nigga get roped up and shit. Like my man on Billions. Man, ain't no telling what you nigga do at home. And I don't give a shit. Whatever you got to do to get your rocks off, man. I ain't tripping.
Well, we ain't gonna talk about what Hooter talking about. He like
That's it.
www.sweatyfemaleback.
Anything get you off at
That
age
nigga
12,
sweaty
my
female
nigga.
back that color.
At 12? Shit, you just looking for some skin at 12.
It wasn't at 12.
At 12,
But,
you was at 12, nigga. President.
hey, but like, people commented on that like a motherfucker privately. But
Okay,
like,
said shit.
he got some comments off
You
that
wasn't no
shit.
12. Hold on, that nigga trying to change it. He just said he all
Nigga, 34. Nigga just said his whole grace to run around the block.
Listen. Let me clarify. Since y'all don't understand, when I said sweaty female back, I was talking about the scene in Dead Presidents before the nigga was going to war.
Man, we don't want no clarity.
Had the sweaty female back.
We don't want no
That's what I'm
clarity.
talking
Trying to
about.
clean it up.
Man.
No,
The
nigga.
female back.
We don't want no clarity, nigga. We gave the
Lord.
narrative, nigga. What's wrong with you?
Damn.
But yeah, man, stop worrying about people sucking toes, man, and sucking shit through
And
panties.
finish your list, man. That nigga stopped at number
Whoa.
2, goddamn. Dream.
But
It tastes like number tag.
fuck is you doing that for?
Got the little ball. Got number down there on their tongue.
Socks got the little balls and shit.
Look, gang, tropical thunder, goddamn taste of ass.
I think it's island
so
fresh.
stupid.
I
Fresh.
think got number island fresh on their tongue. What the fuck you doing over there, hoop?
Y'all so silly.
Yeah,
We
got
never
my money.
talked about the topic as
Man,
a
you,
whole.
that's you, man. Get through your list, goddamn.
But did Tory Lanez lose? Overall, I think he's a sucker. He's been a sucker for a while.
Yeah, he was. I think he was competitive in each and every battle he got into. It's just with me, I don't like the trolling. That's just me. We're seeing what trolling. We'll get into it. I'm sure with 6ix9ine. What the trolling get you? I just don't like the whole. I know it's different. I know that, but it's still trolling. So I just don't like the trolling.
It's just kind of piggybacking off of that whole issue. What y'all think of what your boy out in LA, the game?
That's Game though. Game has been doing that since Melissa Ford and her Honda Accord.
Listen,
But I don't. Me personally, I ain't doing it.
I think it's whack. I'm still gonna listen to the album. I'm a Game fan. I think he's put out some quality bodies of work, but when a chick married, that's different. Don't bring that back up. That man ain't shot at you.
And the crazy thing, I read some shit he said after. He like, me and Kanye are real good friends. How, nigga? You doing this?
He didn't say that after. That was old. He had said that like years ago.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm saying like he said it years ago to not say it. So now all of a sudden you saying it. That's
And
why,
what's the reason
that's
for
why
saying it now, though?
That's what they brought that up for. Like you used to say this, but now all of a sudden it's okay to say it. That's why they brought that back up.
Like, I don't understand.
But my whole thing with that, man, my nigga, like, I really don't give a fuck. If you want to bring up somebody's wife or whatever, just hey, be prepared with the consequences.
Yeah,
That's
there's
all I got.
ramifications that come
but
behind that shit.
I think it's kind of pussy that you're doing it with certain type of people.
Keep that same energy.
That's another fight, right?
I mean, when you say certain type of people, Game ain't never shied away from nobody.
He hasn't. And that's why
I mean, he went toe to toe with 50 at 50 heyday. So
Game is
like,
game.
and came out clean.
Yeah, a different type of energy. Just me and you. Y'all know, y'all have wives or future wives. Like that's a different type of energy. He knows Kanye is not gonna come see about him.
But you know, but shit, he went at 50. Did he care about? I don't think he cares about who coming
Yeah,
to
he
see
don't
him.
care who it is.
And
Who it has? I mean, I'm sorry. 50 has never been married, so
We're not talking about marriage.
not
We
that.
just talking about
Like,
energy. Like, I'm
okay.
going at you.
So it's different because
Consequence.
he wasn't married.
I think that's a
but
different energy though.
So do you
we
think-
talk about my wife?
Do you think that 50 would be mad that nigga you videoing yourself jumping my fence in my yard, you and your goons? You don't think that's
Looking for
kinda-
me.
Looking for
Talking about y'all gonna do something.
on video? You don't think that?
What you mean? Hang on.
That's what Game did.
That's what
Like,
Game
you don't remember
did.
back then in that beef? Game, it was
They
video
went to
recorded.
his house.
They went to
His
his house,
house,
jumped
my
his
nigga,
fence,
like-
him and his niggas, and was
Talking
like,
about they was looking for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. It's just like
I'm not saying 50 the hardest nigga in the world.
I'm not either. I'm just saying that
But my whole
he
thing,
didn't have to be married, but he
my
still
whole
went at it
thing.
with it.
Okay, you talking about somebody white? These niggas are industry people. What the fuck you finna do?
Probably told him he was about
Right.
to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
What is anybody gonna do?
Probably got a beat on the
Not
album.
much.
Kanye probably got a beat on the Game album. You never even. They've been working together.
Man, these niggas weird now, man. Like, dude.
I just
I
think
just don't understand it.
Yeah,
man.
like, at the
these
end-
niggas are like they older than we are. These niggas knocking 50, and you putting your business out in the street. Like, bruh, chill the fuck out. Who the fuck cares if you got that? That could be your private video. You can forever have that video without the whole world knowing.
Damn sure say he got video. on
somebody
come
was
on,
saying, somebody was saying like, it's kind of weird because like when a nigga get to a certain age, they know like some shit beneath them. Like I got too much shit to fuck up to go beat you up. So like what you're saying really doesn't have consequence.
So
So I have a problem with niggas saying shit when they know there's no consequence behind it.
I got a problem
I
with
just
you
think people
putting that
give a
kind of
fuck.
you putting that shit out there. That's what I got the problem with. Like I'm a man. Like I'm
who
not
they-
finna do that catty shit, bro.
Like who it is, Todd, stop. If I say certain type of shit to y'all, I gotta stand by that. I gotta live by it.
You do, but do you have to do that same thing with? I'm just throwing a name out there, like Scholar.
No.
I think
That ain't my homeboy.
And I think it
so
changes.
Like,
I mean, I ain't trying to diss him, but
I know,
that ain't
and
my
that's why I
homeboy.
said that on purpose. To like,
Yeah.
man, they had a distance. Man, that shit.
And I think it changes too when you're in. And man, ain't no telling like nigga if this shit go to popping like how we want it to pop and we got me. Ain't no telling what niggas gonna say to you. You gonna go check everybody in your inbox about something they said about your wife. Like you talk about them freely, you post them freely. Like you know what I'm saying. Like what you gonna run down on everybody? Like you said, great. The perfect thing that you said was at a certain age, I ain't got time to run up on you. But if you ain't came in my house or you ain't really tried to really take it to man, say what the fuck you want to say, nigga. You ain't finna stop me from getting to my money. I'm gonna run across country trying to fight you because of some shit that you made up or said about some shit about my wife, my nigga. Like I don't have.
Does
the
it matter if he
energy.
stayed down the street?
Yeah, I don't have that energy.
What if he stayed down the street?
Yeah, man, I don't have
like
that
Drake. But
Calabasas got
What you gonna do?
but like no,
You gonna trick yourself right out your damn spot.
no, I'm not saying somebody should react. I just think it's weird that you knowing they can't react and you do it.
Don't matter, man.
I just
about the
think that's weird.
reaction, man.
It's
to
the-
me,
it's the
I
way
don't
of the
give a
world
fuck
now. Them
about
nigga
the
weird.
reaction. I don't care. I care about what he's doing, like the whole setup. Like that man ain't made a diss record about you. He ain't said nothing about your baby mama or whoever. Like he's over there minding his business. So
That's-
for you
that's
to
most-
just come out and say something, like
That's a
I think
hundred.
that's wrong.
But to be fair, that's 100% of beefs. 100%. Because eventually somebody has to be first.
again.
I don't know. I'm not beefing with
usually
nobody.
I'm just trying to figure that out.
I don't know.
Usually a beef comes from a mutual problem. I don't like you.
Man,
you
this
like
shit
me.
came out the sky like the cloud picture.
That shit Game did was whack. I mean, I'm just sorry. It just was. Because, like, why are you doing this? Like, Game, you're a great rapper. People, when you drop, like, his last album wasn't all that, but, like, you dropped 2 baby classics. People are going to be checking for you. You said 3. So that's how you know, like, nigga, this is not, like, boosting you up. So, like, what's your reason for doing this sucker shit?
I don't know. He got his reasons. I leave it to Game. I wouldn't do it, but Game is Game. He's been Game. So
And,
he's
yeah,
been Game, I guess.
and that's what it is.
Shit is weird.
So with all that being said, Tory Lanez didn't lose. Well, I
didn't.
guess
He did.
I don't
To
know.
me,
We don't know.
He's
Shit,
still,
we
he's,
never
still, he's still thriving and kicking, and he's still getting pub, man. These
Gotta
niggas
be.
just make up shit, man, and say what they want and keep it going, man. Fuck it.
Never heard of Tory Lanez song. Besides, you're gonna have to do
Never
more than
heard of
just
Tory.
say it. I ain't never heard nothing.
He,
from
I like him. I think he's a dope artist. You know what I'm saying?
Now he make cool stuff.
All that nigga do is listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire, and that's it.
him. That is
Dug
not
in,
true.
yeah.
Frank, no, and Frankie,
That is not true.
Anita Baker,
Whatever he could
I
pluck
like
his
all
album.
those.
Patti LaBelle.
However, I don't listen to that shit. You want to beef with everybody.
All right, so since we last recorded, the Future album was out. That was the day after. It was another #1 album. His 6th #1 album in less than 5 years.
Hey.
That's pretty dope. But I said that just to ask the question: is he a great of this era? Is he an era?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking right. Future, to me, there's different people at different generations that transcend music. I would say that Future is he transcended music after you got rid of, like they said on that thing, after Jeezy, Gucci, and Tip came, Future opened the door for a whole new wave of a Southern sound.
Facts.
And since then, remember everybody like, man, he sound like Future. Like, here go another Future.
Right.
And Future totally changed the way music went for these last 6-7 years that he's been in the game. You got to give him, whether you like him or not, whether you think he's a mumble rapper and all that bullshit people want to say, you got to give him his credit as he's transcended music.
Facts.
I'm a huge Future fan. I like him more than I like mixtape Future more than album Future. I'm sorry, but
what's the last Future product you like?
Shit,
An album.
The one he was leaving out the parking lot, swerving out the parking lot with the hang on, I'm gonna have to put it up on my phone. But like his first like hit, like yeah,
That was
Leaving Man.
So you don't really like Future?
no,
You don't
because
really
it's three
like
bodies
Future.
of
Because Future didn't become
work.
an era.
Dirty Sprite too?
He didn't become an era until after that.
as a whole project. No,
Yeah, you don't like Future.
Yeah, he don't like. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm saying like Future wasn't Future at that point. He was decent. You know what I'm saying?
I think Wayne, before Future, it was Wayne. Wayne was the one that kind of changed and changed the whole culture, and then
The rock
Future
star
took
shit.
it, and then I don't know who's next.
okay. So on that, do y'all like mixtape Wayne or album Wayne?
Mm.
I like Wayne.
I like Wayne.
Nah, see,
I can
ducking
say that because
you know what the
I'm not,
answer
I'm
is.
not
listen.
ducking, nigga. You can't tell me what my answer is. You
Yes,
do this every time. Don't ask me a question and then give me my answer.
But listen, yes, the Carter 5 was subpar, but I loved all of the squads,
Yeah.
all of the droughts.
Mixtape.
Listen, stop. Let me finish. I know what I'm listing. All of the squads, all of the droughts. But Carter 1, 2, 3, 4, him and Birdman. I like all of that shit. And that's 4 classic albums.
All live.
I don't think you could just put Wayne in. Yeah, it's just Wayne. You can't just. You can't.
The Block is Hot. I forgot about those. The
If
Block
you
is
come with
Hot.
somebody else, then
The 500 Degrees is.
Like for you to say that about Wayne, you would have to say, okay, 3 or 4 albums was trash, but every mixtape was live.
right.
I mean,
Like you can say that with Jeezy, because Jeezy mixtapes versus his albums are classics. Like Trap or Die, you could put that shit against any one of his.
No,
albums.
I think
Is there-
Jeezy's
Okay.
albums stand up there.
So
just as
is
well.
there
As the same as mixtapes. Jeezy, I'm talking about Young Jeezy.
Yeah, all you got to Trap or Die, and what you gonna add?
Can't ban the Snowman.
Come Shop with Me. Come Shop with Me wasn't like amazing.
Trap or Die,
Recession?
Trap or Die 2. All like you.
No, those are albums. You're
Oh,
talking
what you
about
I'm
my side.
talking about.
He's talking about
mixtape
Jeezy.
Jeezy versus album Jeezy.
I think they're real close. If
Fix
not,
is watching.
he put out some quality albums.
I think Jeezy, I would give Jeezy as a
The same as
He's
Wayne.
even. He's an even.
even cross the hole.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people to me that got better mixtapes than albums. They
Not
may
better-
have more mixtapes than albums because you can make more of those. But
Lyles.
I guess 15 squads and
well, you can't count Plow because he only really did like 3 albums and then he was forced to go to all mixtapes again. Like Plow's got 1,700 mixtapes.
Mixtape, you're right.
Shit.
This is true.
He got 4 albums, so his mixtapes outweigh his album.
And what would you call Plies body of work? That you just gonna, like he's
Solid.
significant.
That's it.
Solid.
He's a,
I won't say he's great. He wasn't. He's just solid. He had a
Yeah.
solid. He got a solid. And honestly, Plies is still going.
that's what I was about to say.
Shit.
Longevity.
Right.
Plies,
Longevity.
nigga, Plies came in Hickory No. That was 2003. Nigga, it's 19 and he's still.
got a song right
I got
now.
drip for sale. Hey,
And that shit
that
is-
nigga still.
Wiggle your
going.
shoulder.
Goddamn, hell yeah, you right.
Shit.
He's still a little Duval on the shoulder wiggle though.
That nigga like 16. That's 16 years Plies
Yeah.
been in.
Yeah,
Long ass
this is
time.
A
true.
lot of niggas have
Long ass time to
come and
still be in a
gone
big
since.
ass house. Good.
Hell yeah. So, yeah, shouts out to Plies. He's still relevant.
I don't know a whole lot of niggas with mixtapes. Like that you can battle with.
Well,
the album.
mixtapes are kind of dying. Oh, Fabulous.
Fabulous. I was
Fabulous.
thinking the same.
He's more so his mixtape because he has a lot more.
He got
I
a
would
lot
say
more
he is
mixtapes than
one
he
that
has
mixtapes
albums.
are better than albums.
And y'all might
But-
kill me for this, but I never listened to a full body of Fabulous.
I can understand that.
Man, Soul Tapes 3.
Only the one, the gray and white cover. What that was? Like
Soul Tapes 3.
Soul Tape 1,
that was
2,
the only
3.
one I ever tried to listen to. That was it. And not to knock him, because I think Fabulous, boy, that boy,
Right,
kid
yeah.
ass rapping.
Right.
Huge
I just never got into it. Just like Kanye, I never got into it.
Right.
That one project was super dope to me, but
What's that? What project?
the one he's talking about, the black and white. Was it Soul Tape?
Oh, it was
Soul
one of them
Tape
soul
1, 2, and
tapes.
3.
I like them
Okay, all them soul
I like all the
tapes.
soul tapes. The
I like
one
all
with
them.
the, with the girl.
Not the one with the.
Marilyn
What,
Monroe.
okay. I got an artist. Weekend
What about him?
mixtape album better.
Well, it's tough with him because we don't. He's more of a product guy. It's just products. Is it
OG
mixtapes?
Johnson.
Is it albums? It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's
I never
It's
heard.
nobody. It's
That
not too many-
trilogy is mixtapes.
that turned into albums, that they made albums because they were so good. But they started out that way, but they still was original music. Once mixtapes became original music, they were really albums.
All right. What's Drake best body of work?
For me, So Far Gone, because that's when I first got on to him.
That's a mixtape.
I didn't say it wasn't. And I,
No, I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm not saying. I knew you was gonna say that because that's clear. His best body of work.
Okay, but what's your point? So
That-
but
sometimes your
I will
mixtape
say
is your
that's
best
my
body of
favorite
work.
product, but Drake is a better album artist than a mixtape artist. I will
course.
say.
But I was just gonna say sometimes your best
So
body
your
of work
point is
might
void,
be your
bro.
mixtape.
But
You keep trying to.
You
keep
just
trying to
voided
say
your
that
point.
you named like 7 different artists. We all get back to the album being better than they mixed.
like he's a better
Not on Weekend,
album
y'all do.
artist. It turned into album.
He said that it was album.
And My Dear Melancholy, I love.
Weekend.
I just said, I just listed the name of the album. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not better than House of Balloons, but okay.
To your opinion. That's
Yeah, that's opinion. Music is opinionated, but most people would agree with me than you.
okay.
Nigga
Like
said
that.
Melancholy. What
I
the
liked it.
Fuck. Nigga name 3 songs.
Right.
I don't know him, bro. You're right. I just
Nigga
so
said-
mysteriously knew the name of the
Yeah, my
album.
boy.
You know what I'm saying? That was so easy to know.
You got all type of products in front of you that you could look at.
I'm looking, ain't nothing up but the
Nigga
Dummies
saying
notes.
Melancholy.
My
What?
man
the-
got-
Okay.
Yeah.
Dummies notes, my nigga.
Yeah.
That's brain power, boy. My CTA ain't that bad.
Shit. It's close.
Don't say that on here. Mine bad.
Not terrible, goddamn. 6ix9ine, man. Y'all want to talk about what's going on with him?
Simply. Yes, he's federally fucked. Yeah, done.
He might not be federally fucked. He might be streetly fucked, but federally he might be cooperating. So we don't know. We're gonna see how that's going.
Yeah, I don't see how his career turned out. I think his rap career is kind of over.
But he over it career wise. He better be a tattoo artist. And shit.
Maybe he can still do some stuff and kind of.
Like what? If you had something he could do, give me an idea of what it would be.
I mean, I can see how he can kind of plead his way out of it.
And do what though?
What is 9 counts?
Man, did you see the shit that was going on?
This is 9? Nigga beat 9 of them hoes. He-
9 felonies.
We,
The
I mean,
feds.
but like, has anybody ever thought that he really was about their life like that?
No, but apparently he was.
Apparently it was. Did you see the
I
charge?
ain't think it, but he was. He said him.
He was. He participated, but
Now,
as soon as it came down,
now, I did say that I started realizing that I think he's a little different than what people was thinking.
What you mean?
Like, I started realizing that nigga was kind of about that shit.
Little off.
A long time ago. Yeah, hell yeah. I started realizing it. I don't know if that was him. I think maybe he got caught up. I think he got caught up in that street shit and then it kind of overtook him, but
I think
he was
he was-
about that shit.
I think he was there. I don't know if it was him because the one video we saw, or the 2 videos we saw, when dude jumped out the car and ran up to somebody with the gun. He stood by the door like, "Come on, let's go. Can we leave? Hurry up. Do what you got to do. Let's go." And so that shows me he is there. He does see it, but is he just trying to be there for the purpose of I'm here? Hey, I was with you, nigga. We did that.
When I say about that life, I don't care if you're paying for it or you doing it. Nigga, you goddamn,
he damn sure paid for
you
it.
ordering it up.
He paid for it and told him that, yeah, I paid for it.
I don't know. I mean, I just think that, you know, we said at the beginning when he was on this collision course, we saw it coming. And it came. it didn't take a rocket scientist. See, you can't put that energy out there. Like that kind of energy, like at some point you got to see your consequences. Either it's gonna be the consequences of the beef coming back and nigga gonna try to hit you, or it's gonna be the consequences of the law. They gonna come and get you. But either way, it's never any good vibe. It's too many different forces swarming against you, man, and you can't win against the police, the enemies, and all that shit out there. Something's gonna come back to you.
And that's why I'm just not a fan of the trolling, man. Because I feel like
Not that form of it.
not that form of trolling, or even a form of trolling to talking about somebody's wife, man.
Yeah.
Somehow,
See,
like, you know, some shit always comes from it.
And let me-
you see this person, some shit may happen. You know,
And let me be clear. I'm not a fan of the trolling either, at all, in any circumstance. But I'm just saying, like, this version of it.
yeah, that's the
definitely
extreme,
just-
the extreme,
yeah,
extreme.
just stupid.
You know? Stay away from the trolling. Stop being trolls. You look like a troll, but stop trolling.
Yeah,
Man,
I mean,
said this
and-
shit a long time ago, Stock. Y'all call them nigga y'all homeboys. Cracker call y'all nigga organization. For real.
Organization.
That's true. I mean, I remember, you know, like a personal situation. I remember, you know, saying one of my homeboys been like, hey, I don't know if you want to participate in that. He ain't had no homeboy to be like, that ain't really you. You know, like your homeboys know you.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't no tough guy. You know what I'm saying?
You not.
So it's on my homes. Like, hey, man, that ain't really you. So don't participate in that. If that ain't you, you know, go do what you do.
There's a
You know,
new
I'm
story.
the funny, cool guy. You know what I'm saying? That chicks like.
I hear you, man. That's you know what I'm saying. That's the way.
2
to
out of
be.
3 ain't bad. 2
Yeah.
out of 3.
That's my lane.
What
2
two?
out of 3
What
ain't
two?
Dang, I ain't funny.
What?
Fun, I'll give you fun.
Damn. do
Cool. Ain't cool.
You cool, 2. You said the chicks like you. That's the third one. I just fuck with
You
you.
shooting 66%, my nigga.
Hey, that's a good percentage. Yeah, that's Hall of Fame. Hey,
Not from the free throw line, it ain't. Shaq.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was around 49.
all in all, man, it's a new story. New details will come out, man. He goes to trial or sentencing in January 2020, so we'll see what
It's
all.
a long
Damn,
time
bro.
to sit, not
Time to
knowing, yo.
in
So
the-
is he out on bail or is
No.
He's in
boy.
on bail. He's in on bail.
No
man.
bail.
So-
He got too many charges. He gonna sit there till
He getting bail
2020,
so-
not knowing how many years they finna give him. But, you know,
Too,
the minimum was 40.
and it's crazy. Like it's a tactic when they want to get you to cooperate. A lot of the time they'll work with the judge and everybody to get your bond revoked. So you have to sit there, and by sitting there, you get to see what jail is like. Like you're sitting there for
This ain't what I
3-4
want.
months. You getting a taste of like this, what it's like. So they hope eventually what it'll get you to do is be like, hey, about what I said I didn't want to talk about.
Let's talk about
Let's talk about it. You know
it.
what I'm
happens
saying?
every time.
So
Happens
I ain't
every
gonna say every time, but it happened more times lately than not. Like shit, it used to be a cold tour where niggas used to then fold and flip, but
That nigga minimum was 43. You didn't think he was
Yeah,
gonna fall?
minimum.
Nah, he ain't gonna do all that now, but the minimum before he got them cooperated was 43. That's enough right there.
He probably do 5, 6, somewhere around.
Isn't me? Not with 9.
Well, he ain't gonna do that much. He cooperate. I don't think, but
They
we'll
said
see.
a significant
Reduction.
reduction.
We'll
Oh.
see. It has to be, I guess. But we'll see, man. Hopefully.
Correct. Oh, I don't know how much money
No,
he made.
you can't say
Hopefully it
that
was
because
enough.
when he come out, that nigga might be
he can flip the script.
Right, he can flip
Because
the script.
he can
He could be like, I stayed
he
down.
got that
I
Spanish
took
genre. He only 18, 19 years old.
Right.
I don't think he can come back full-fledged rapper.
That's what I'm about to say. What do you mean
But
by
he could turn into like a pit bull. And like, you know, we saw on his album, he had a couple of them Spanish songs that kind of
Yeah.
come on back out. People will forget about that shit.
Right.
You think so? With that?
Nigga, are you gonna listen to it?
No.
Right. So he
But-
doesn't need you. He gonna go get the people that will listen to it.
Is there anybody like him, like that, that's successful?
Pitbull.
No.
No. I mean, like, snitch that went to jail and came out, revived it.
I guess what I'm saying is the way times are, again, I preference that at the beginning by saying you can't come back to gangster rap and come back to the rap genre, but there's a whole nother lane that you think them folks that be listening to that techno music and that be just want to dance, care about him snitching on somebody?
I don't know.
They don't. You know they don't.
I don't know.
You know they don't.
I don't know
I
anybody.
know
who's
people don't
ever-
live in that world. That's on the rap hip hop side.
I think he done. Me personally.
I mean, they
I'm
said
not saying that
Tip.
he's not, but I'm just
I think
saying
he's done.
I mean, they said Tip snitched.
Right.
Nah, that's not.
I'm-
Nah,
We don't think he did, but
ain't
I
no
mean,
think.
it was out there.
I
Who
don't
say he
know nothing about
snitched? It's not in the paperwork. So
It's not. It's not. I don't think he did. It's nothing proven that he did.
I'm
This
not-
is proven. We've never seen this before in hip hop.
Yeah, he talked about it on the Breakfast Club interview. He was
Like, yeah.
paperwork part.
If I snitch, show me.
in jail, you know what I'm saying? And
I've never snitched on anybody. I did 60 years. This shit cost me $1 million plus.
All I know is we being very neglectful of the times that we live in. I can possibly see that man not coming back to hip hop and rap because they're not gonna accept him over here. But I can see him getting out and going to a whole nother genre of music and recreate himself, rebrand himself, and he might be A-okay.
That man needs to go hide the rest of his life once he do get.
Shit.
I don't think that's gonna like that kind of shit. It ain't the mafia and shit like that. Like them niggas ain't coming looking for him and steal no more.
You never know.
Man, it's niggas in your local neighborhood that snitch and they just walk around like everything A-okay.
this is very true.
Man, who y'all got for the Super Bowl?
Thank you. Please.
Shit.
Fuck.
Who y'all got for the
Shit,
Super Bowl,
man.
goddamn?
Man, I want to see the Rams win, but I wouldn't bet $1 against Brady.
I don't care who win. I just want y'all to bring y'all dollars to the facilities.
I'm gonna win a lot.
I just want y'all to bring y'all dollars to
I'm way more concerned about the first goddamn beer commercial.
Right. So,
Got a
A
commercial.
dumbest tradition for all the listeners. We bring our dollars and bet on dumb stuff.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't gamble.
The state of Alabama. You can have these dollars though, nigga. Be a commercial.
The Super Bowl party in Mississippi, though.
Run play, goddamn.
Things all good.
It goes in and out. I got you.
Got you.
But
Goddamn.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good ass game to answer your question. I think it's just so crazy because the Patriots don't look like they supposed to win a game ever. And then with Tom Brady behind the helm, they always right here. So you can't just ride them and count them out. The Rams, arguably not supposed to be here, but they are. So they got an explosive offense, young. Defense, like if you look at their defense,
kinda
that
dope.
defensive line, kinda they are. Shit, them niggas loaded on defense at all levels.
The best defensive.
Yeah,
player
defensive
in the
line,
league.
linebackers, the secondary. I don't know, man.
They loaded.
It's gonna be you could easily say the Rams, but it's just hard to count Tom Brady, man, the GOAT. Man, it's hard to count him out.
I'll go the GOAT. Brady, for the simple fact that he gets rid of the ball too fast, man. The Chiefs were the number 1 sack team in the league. You know how many times they touched him? Not alone hit him or sacked him. You know how many they touched him? 0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The number 1 sack team in the league touched him 0 times. You know what I'm saying?
And Tom Brady don't ever get hit.
Yeah, man, he let that bitch
So
go.
when you
If
hit
he
it,
ever
they
does
throwing the
that
flag.
nigga never gets hit.
So I'm going Brady. Score, I'll say 30-27.
Aaron Donald gonna hit it.
30-27. I think so, because Sue
He
Donald
gonna hit
too
him.
much, but I think Brady wins that battle because he gets rid of that bitch at 1 point.
Oh yeah, he throwing that bitch.
Pap, let it go.
Fast.
Quick.
I think Sue gonna have a couple of penalties that's gonna
Oh, no doubt.
prolong,
No doubt.
drives.
Think so?
Yeah,
They don't have
because he's an idiot. Like he's an idiot.
He calmed down a little bit.
He
He's calmed down a little bit.
He been.
Yeah.
He don't even do
shit
none of
no
that
more.
shit no more.
Right.
Like these last 8 weeks, he been playing lights out because he see what's beside him. He getting single cover. He's never been not double teamed. So to have Donald beside him, who's getting most of the double teams 1-on-one, he can thrive and feast off that shit. So all that being said, and with the high-powered Rams offense, I'm still going Brady. Brady to go. I'm a huge Brady fan. I think he's the best player to ever play this game, me personally. And I do want to see him get 6. Wouldn't mind seeing him get 7.
I don't see him
Over Marino?
losing 2 Super Bowls back to back.
Because Marino's is the reason why I started to like football. Brady is the reason why I love football.
Okay.
Fuck the Patriots, but they finna win. For real. I think they're gonna win simply because they lost last year. I don't
They
think
like Bama. They win the odd years or whatever, even years.
and not even that. I think last year they just ran out of time. They were gonna come and get the Eagles' ass. I really do. Just like Clemson and Alabama that year. First year they played, but this no. I don't see them dropping 2 Super Bowls back to back. So
Gotcha.
Cool.
That's our Brady. We'll get into more basketball shit next
But
week.
go
With
Rams.
all these trades. The trade deadline Thursday, so you know what I'm saying, we'll pay more attention to all these trades and shit that's going on.
NBA getting weird.
It's just evolving like everything else. Everything's evolving, man. You know, this shit,
I just hate all these super teams.
I don't
like
care,
to
man.
win.
It's 2019.
That nigga said getting weird.
Bron,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
been
a lot of years of this now.
Shit. 2019,
It's been a good little minute now, but we'll see what happens. We'll dive into it. I also, next week, want to dive into Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
That's a day.
Huh?
do you
Exactly.
do?
Well,
Oh,
not for me, but that's why I'm saying. That's why I want to dive into it.
Are you going to Jared?
I already went to
Jared.
Jared. Shit, I went to Jared already. Jared
Go
got
to
my
Jared
money.
once.
I just got this house.
Broken name was Jared.
Booty
goddamn.
logic. I just got this house.
Broken name was Jared. Shit. Every house begins with H. Shit.
Y'all niggas.
When is Valentine's Day? It's on what, a Friday or Thursday?
Next Thursday.
Listen,
You having something?
Thursday's next. Supposed to be.
this nigga here, the king of goddamn throw it out and take it back. Remember that? What was the last
Y'all
part?
nigga,
he was
come
supposed to-
on.
Man, don't quote me on it, but we probably gonna have a
Christmas?
A Dummies
Christmas party. It's gonna be live.
I think we was at somebody else's house.
Let's not have a.
Somebody else's house. Good.
Hey, it be what it be. It is what it is.
Clearly. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Goddamn dummy.
Stupid ass dummy.
Fucking dummy. I don't know what the fuck this nigga did. So take it away, who?
I ain't scared to tell you, man. Goddamn. Billy McFarland, man, the owner guy or the promoter of the Fire Fest, man. He gets dummy of the week. For one, for the Fire Fest.
Dummy.
For two, he tried to take advantage of one of his.
Dummy.
He knew that one of his employees was gay. He was trying to put on his festival in the Bahamas. Time was cutting down low, and as time crunched down, he wasn't paying people. So he wasn't paying customs. He wasn't paying people like that. And with that, it was tons and tons of water. Water in order to give these people, the people who were attending the fest. And he hadn't paid the people or customs in order to get it. So you know what he did? Went to his homeboy, one of his best friends who was putting the festival together with him. His name is Andy King. You know what they asked Andy King? Go ahead.
I know what he asked Andy.
Asked Andy to give my man some head to get us these gallons of water. He trying to have my man give me head for some water. So you get the super dummy of the week for that.
Dummy.
Trying to take advantage of your employees, trying to take advantage of these influencers who I don't feel bad for, because if you have money to
That nigga trying
spend
to
on a
pimp his
fest that
friend.
you don't know exists.
Tried to.
Well, he did. Right there. He tried to take advantage. My man.
Andy went and took a shower.
Andy
Put
was
some
ready,
Listerine
goddamn.
on.
Andy went showered.
I don't know if it was too much advantage. Like, that nigga went and got ready.
It wasn't an advantage because Andy damn sure was ready. Andy was gonna take one for the team, but they just told him give him something. I forgot what it was.
Sorry, guys. We all
And they
have to
got the
die.
Yeah, y'all. I
Ain't no team, bitch.
Got to go out there and drink some of that goddamn ocean water.
But Billy, whatever your name is, what his name is? Let me see.
But you know
Billy
what I'm saying?
McFarland.
But
You the
know what I'm
dummy
saying?
of the week.
I
You in
think
that Fire
that's
Fest.
That's the equivalency of
And Ja Rule, the dummy of Jace.
But
Dummy.
we'll be back next week like we never left, cause we ain't gonna leave.
We ain't leaving no.
Dummy.